Coming soon to a theater near you.
Yo, man, it's been a minute. It is episode 35 of the Real Ones Podcast with your man, Mr. Mara, and my brother from another mother, my man, 150 grand, RB. What's going on, brother?
Man, just been busy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you asked me earlier what episode it is. It's like, yo, bro, we didn't record since. The last episode dropped February 6th. Shout out to everybody that checked out the Killer Season episode.
Yeah.
A lot of the hood homies hit me up about that.
Oh, they did? Oh, word.
They were a lot of the hood homies. You know, they not cinephiles, but they know Killer Season. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them hit me up. They're like, yo, that's a classic. Yo, I love that movie. Yo, word, that's a classic. I was dying all episode. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they show love. What's going on, man? How's it been? Last time I saw you was the Black History Month brunch.
Yeah. That's dope, man. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we didn't even post about that. Yeah. No, that was crazy. Yeah, no, it was that was a good brunch, man. Spent the whole time talking about Drake and Kendrick. You know
the table got crazy. Who was mans that came with Mike?
Oh, Trey. Yeah,
he was going in. I was like, oof. Let me sit back.
Yeah, because we thought it's funny because we thought we're gonna lightly talk about it and then we might get it over with. Nah, that was a cool 90-minute debate session.
Even when we was going to the cars, it was like the remnants of that conversation was still happening. That was crazy. Shout out to all the brothers that showed up to that, man. Yeah. Shout out to the ladies that had to sit there and endure that because old boy's girl, she was just like, all right. She was like, all right. Yeah, he was just like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Why? What makes him a pedophile?
When you get these Drake fans, like they have no arguments, dog. Did you peep out that theory I sent you with the peekaboo?
With XXE? Yeah, I did, and I heard that from a couple other people too. I was I didn't know it was that deep. Kendrick is so strategic.
He layered, man.
Very multi-layered. You never know what he's alluding to, and this is like, woo. You know?
Nah, I'm hyped, man. Me and my lady gonna go see Kendrick and SZA.
Oh man, I saw it's next month.
Yeah, May. Yeah,
I'm gonna go see Beyonce.
Yeah, we're going to Beyonce. We about to see Beyonce.
Good.
Thankfully, the Beyonce tickets, you get like $50 to get you some good nosebleeds.
Beyonce ticket. Even when they dropped. So when the Beyonce tickets dropped, I had the Beehive code. Mm-hmm. I shelled out some bread with the Beehive code. I'm thinking, it's Beyonce, whatever. Right. I get it. But then I started noticing tickets was cheaper after the Beehive access. I was like, whoa. So my mother had to give a call to Ticketmaster and be like, yo, luckily, like early bird, we was ahead of the curve with the Ticketmaster thing before everybody else. Because when everybody else started calling about it, it was like, yo, all right, y'all not getting your money back. But we got our money back.
All right, nice.
So we got our money back, and then we was able to buy cheaper, closer tickets.
Oh, nice.
I mean, you still spent money, but
right.
But still, it was much less than before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's a good come up, man. It's crazy. Beyonce she be holding down her fans, man. She be holding down the peoples. She do. I don't know if I was really willing to shell out as much for the country album this time around.
That was my issue. Yeah. Like, I love Beyonce. Oh, speaking of which, I worked the Grammys. Last time we spoke,
went super viral.
Oh man, I worked the Grammys. If y'all don't know, the Grammys was towards the end of February.
Yeah, something like that.
Man, your boy got the call to work the Grammys. I took it. You know what I'm saying? Worked the Grammys, and the day of. We worked that week. I was doing a lot of manual labor, lifting 8 foot. I had to go to CBS. CBS has an old ass building that it's like
a Studio City.
Yeah, like the hallways is narrow. The architecture of it is old. Like it's old. The elevators is old, small as hell, narrow. So I had a bunch of 8 foot tables. I had to take that shit up 3-4 flights.
Oh damn.
Like 3-4 floors rather. That shit was a lot of hard work. So the day of the Grammys, they was just like, yo, like. I went in 6 a.m, picked up some scripts, brought it to the thing, and it was just like, yo, like, after your 12 hours, like, you're good. So I was like, I could stay in the arena. They was like, yeah, you can watch the show. I said, word. So, I'm watching the Grammys and stuff like that. But as I'm watching the Grammys, I'm leaving my seat after starting going backstage. And there's like a corridor with like all like the dressing rooms and stuff like that where everybody was there, bro. I saw Will Smith.
Oh, shoot.
I got to see Willow. I got to see Jaden with that big ass house on his head. I saw Kali Uchis fine ass just posted up talking smile. I was like, damn, thick as hell. You know what I'm saying? Saw her. My other PAs, they saw Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift gave them $20.
Oh, I heard about. I saw that on TikTok. She was handing out tips to.
Oh, so that's the thing she was doing.
Yeah, she does that. I think at like all of her backstages. Yeah.
See, shout out to Taylor. Taylor, I got at you before. You know what I'm saying? You alright though. You alright. You cool girl.
Yeah,
but now she gave them. They was like just by the walkies chilling, and she was like, "Oh, thank you for your hard work." Here.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Miley Cyrus said, with the cigarette sounding voice, like, "You have a good night." I was like, all right, Miley, peace, word. Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga was hearing. Cynthia Erivo, I kept passing, for some reason.
Yeah.
And I saw Stevie Wonder.
Oh shoot! He didn't see you.
No, he didn't. Fucked up. I saw Stevie Wonder, so I froze like, oh my God, it's Stevie. He's right here. This is the God.
Yeah.
And then Stevie Wonder, was like a few people around him, and then out of nowhere, I seen somebody come up and give them like they kind of like it was almost like it was weird. It was almost like because mind you, they on the floor. There's no levels, but it was almost like they was on a below level and came up to hug him. And it was Kendrick. I said, "Oh shit, what the hell?" So, but that was the big question: was Kendrick there? Because my man's was working the Super Bowl, and earlier that day he was like, "Yo, Kendrick was rehearsing."
Yo, interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Dang,
so it was like, "Yo, is Kendrick here?" And then that's what it got the wheels turning in my head. It's like, it's not like us about to win something,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
He wouldn't show up if it wasn't
exactly.
Yeah.
And sure enough, not like us ended up winning. What was it that it won?
Best record of the year, best song of the year.
First, it was the rap. It was rap song or whatever.
Rap song of the year. Yeah,
that won it, and I was like, oh, I was backstage when that won it, and and then I kept seeing, I was doing the most. I had all access, so I was all over the arena. I kept seeing Beyonce and Jay. I was like, oh shoot, they go Beyonce and Jay. And then I watched Beyonce win Country Album of the Year, which had a lot of people in their feelings. Oh well, but Album of the Year, I wanted to see it, so I said, yo, I'm gonna go in and watch, and I recorded it, all that stuff. And I was working with Aloe, remember Aloe from the pod? I'm working with him, and he got off because he was doing credentials, so he was done at a certain hour, so he came to meet me, and he, we sitting there, we watching B, and I was like, yo, halfway into her speech, follow me. He's like, where are we going? I'm like, follow me. Where are we going? Son, follow me. So like halfway into the speech, where I was at in the arena, from the walk from there all the way to the other side of the stage, like I knew I was going to catch her when she's coming off the stage. So, we did that. We get back there. First person I see is Queen Latifah looking around like, where's B? Where's B? Where's B? So I was like, oh shit, they go to Queen. Oh shit. Dang. So then I seen that, and then I was posted up over by Crafty. Over by Crafty, there was like some elevators to go different levels at Crypto. And over by Crafty, I'm posted up there because it was just a lot of commotion. And then, security was beefed up back there. Pause. There was a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? That sounded crazy. There was a lot of them back there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm posted up. I'm like, we talking. And then I see a commotion coming down the hallway. I see Trevor Noah, and right behind Trevor Noah, I see Blue Ivy. I'm like, oh, they go. Oh, before that though, see a brother coming down the stairs. Yo. I said, oh, that's Jigga, that's Hov, that's Jay-Z. So I was like, yo, Hov. He was like, yo, peace. Yeah. I was like, oh. I asked Aloe, you recorded that? Oh, nah. I'm like, dog, you were supposed to record that, fam. Like, I told you, get the camera ready. So whatever. So now, fast forward a little bit. I see Trevor Noah and Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy trip on Trevor Noah a little bit. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Right behind, I see B. So B is coming. Then now I see Queen Latifah come directly across from me. And then when B comes, I'm recording all of this. She starts, she's like, she's celebrating with Queen Latifah. They hugging each other. Yeah. They talking. And just as B was going to turn by Crafty to go out the elevator, me and her locked eyes. So I was like, congratulations. She was like, thank you. I was like, oh, Beyonce talk to me, yo, Beyonce know me. So like we was hyped. And Queen Latifah, she was all hyped still. So I was like, I love you, Queen. She was like, I love you too. And she gave me a hug. I was like, oh, all right. Yo, posted that shit on TikTok. It went crazy.
Yeah.
So what I do, I renamed my page Mr. Marin Knows Movies. If you got TikTok, Mr. Marin Knows Movies on TikTok, and I started posting our clips, and people was checking it out. Man.
Hey, yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
So I done, I used that. I'm still getting likes and follows
from that
video.
Yeah,
still,
yeah,
it's 2 months later. So people are following. Like people are following me and checking out our clips. So again, if you're on TikTok, Mr. Marin Knows Movies, and what's the First Cut page?
First Cut TMO.
First Cut TMO.
Yeah, First Cut TMO. Yeah.
So yeah, man, that was the I worked the SAG Awards after that because I met a woman at the Grammys. She put me on to do credentials at the SAG Awards. Easiest job ever.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Sat there all day.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
What's your name? Okay. Cool. Here's a band. And I'm just sitting there. And I did that for the check-ins for the first hour, and I was sitting there till like 5 o'clock.
Oh, dang.
Doing whatever.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
That's nice.
That's nice. Man, that was my it got a little busy for your boy, man. Like, work, and then I had to go back to New York and see family and stuff like that, So that's the reason why you only hear from us, you know what I'm saying? And then RB, I know you had a lot going on too.
Yeah, I had a lot going on, man. You know what I'm saying? February was a lot going on, man. Hey, my mom's had a little like health situation, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of things that she's doing a lot better now.
Praise
you know
God.
What I'm saying? Yeah,
Praise God. That's good.
Feeling back to 100, you know what I'm saying?
That's good.
And then I got a new job, you know what I'm saying?
I
got a new full-time gig. So that's why, First Cut really hasn't been as super active,
It's listen, man, it's all good, man.
Yeah.
Until the YouTube or whoever start paying us.
Right.
They just gonna have to deal, you know what I mean? Where life happens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, we're gonna get speaking of YouTube paying. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yo,
First Cut, if you're watching this on YouTube, we have a lot of programming, you know what I'm saying? We've had a lot of programming that we've had over the years that some of it's no longer like on the channel. But if people want to access some of that, some of it, one of the videos is my personal favorite. Me and Dorian were driving out to Vegas. We watched Tenet, we were speeding. We were trying to get out to Vegas. Low-key, we got pulled over by them folks, you know what I'm saying? Man. And I think 2020 was like peak George Floyd, so I had to get it on video, you know what I'm saying?
You had the woke material on there.
Oh, yeah, that little Black Lives Matter vibe going. But yeah, we had to take it down. But look, I was saying that to say, if you want to be a member on our First Cut YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying? You can get all of our content that we're gonna have, and some content you might get a little bit early. There's only gonna be one tier, only $5. So just support us at the $5 tier. Yeah, just and then and you get a special emojis. I think for being part of it, some little special film emojis. Okay, you know what I'm saying. So it's join the gang.
$5 a month.
$5 a month. Yeah, it's like a Patreon situation.
Now,
YouTube.
Now. Y'all done spend $5 on some dumb shit.
Yeah,
I done drop $5 on some dumb shit every time. So this times I step out, I don't even think I'm gonna spend money. I drop $5 or more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every month. So if you really rock with us, right?
Yeah.
You really, really rock with us. You wanna hear, there's a lot of editing that goes on with these episodes because sometimes
sometimes we gotta get a little spicy.
Get a little spicy. Yeah. I go off the cuff. Sometimes RB might drop a little name into that he don't really feel comfortable. But if you got $5, you could get in on that conversation.
Definitely the full stream that we have for the Urban Luxury stream.
Okay,
because I edited out a lot of the derogatory stuff. You know what I'm saying? But being a member, you can get that. We're gonna do exclusive commentaries. You know what I'm saying? Sometime down the line, we gotta figure out some commentaries for us too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure out some good to watch. But yeah, join the First Cut memberships. $5 if you want. If you want to support, if not, no pressure.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all love. You don't want to support, it's all love. But if you are a supporter, come rock with us, man.
Yeah, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, RB, what have you been watching? Anything? What's going on, man?
Man, I've been watching some stuff, man. Because
I fell off a little bit, but I'm starting to catch up.
Yeah, it's been some good movies out, dog. Well, good is a stretch, but I definitely I
will say the quality of stuff coming out now is like, if it's good, it's like, it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, we saw Working Man. It was all right.
Working Man. That's Jason
Statham. Yeah, it was all right.
You like his movies?
Some of them is cool. Some of them is cool. Like the Crank joint was cool.
Okay.
Some of it's cool. Me and my homegirl Sabrina, we got to go to one of the press events for A Working Man.
I seen
so
that.
that was cool, a little open bar situation. So that was nice.
Hey, that's always good.
Yeah. So
that's
that was
always good.
That was Fuego. But yeah, otherwise, Mickey 17 is probably one of my favorites that I've seen.
Yo, I seen, that one has been really divided. I haven't seen it, but I've seen people that loved it, and I've seen people that hated it. Like, they called it boring.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
boring. Dang,
like they went in on it. I didn't expect that because I feel like the preliminary talks, was kind of bigging it up.
I dug it. I can see how some people might think it's a little slower or it doesn't really like resolve as quickly.
And what was it? This one is about is what Robert Pattinson is like cloned.
Yeah, so Robert Pattinson, he signed his character Mickey Barnes. He signs up to be in this program where you clone yourself. You die. And then they clone you, and then your consciousness gets transferred into that clone. So basically, they do a lot of experiments on them. It's like in this sci-fi world where, this spaceship is going on this colony to another planet. I think another big divisive thing of it is that it's very satirical, very satirical of Trump. Which is like Mark Ruffalo is basically doing like a Trump impression,
really
kind of thing. Yeah. The whole movie is very obvious. So I think some people are just like not vibing with how on the nose it is for that. But the actual story itself, who's homegirl from Blink Twice, man?
Naomi Aki.
Yeah, her. She also plays Robert Pattinson's like girlfriend or whatever. She's like supporting. She's good, man. She's good in everything. She really held it down. Yeah, it's a good movie. I really dug it. I definitely feel like they definitely wrote this movie dreaming or fan casting like a Kamala Harris like presidency for sure. Like, I don't know if they anticipated this movie coming out in another Trump era because it's very on the nose with his Trump.
What's the name of the filmmaker again?
Bong Joon-ho, yeah. Which is, if you want, his Korean films are very human, very.
I love Parasite.
Yeah, Parasite's great, very character forward. And then when he does English movies, they're all very cartoonish, very over the top. And this is definitely something that's very over the top, very out there, very weird. Some people compare it to like a Terry Gilliam, kind of film.
I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. So I liked it though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't get to check that out. Like I said, the stuff got a little busy for me. But what I did check out recently, that you and I we spoke about it like a year plus ago.
Yeah.
When it was supposed to drop. Mr. Majors is back, y'all. John Majors is back, man. He's back on the screen at least.
Hey, do we give a round of applause?
Yeah,
for that,
John Majors, man. John Majors, man. Listen. Hey, come on. Get our guy back on good graces, man. Get our guy back on good graces. Hey, listen, I'm gonna jump off the cliff on that one. Like, listen, you know how much white boys got away with shit that they got careers. Mel Gibson,
yeah.
Mel Gibson, who had a DV issue.
Right.
He just got his guns back.
Right.
The government just gave him his guns back, which, good Lord, we don't know how that's going to turn out. Because, no, real talk. Like, DV, you listen, there's going to be a lot of people. There's a lot of people that's going to die because of that decision that was made.
Oh, so Trump took away like the boyfriend. I think it was called like the boyfriend act.
Something like that. Yeah. All I know is that he got his right, his guns. He got it back. He got the rights to that back.
Right. Didn't he also call an officer sugar tits?
Sugar tits. Yeah. Sugar tits. Did he call in and say that she was going to get SA'd by a pack of Negroes?
Yeah.
But I'm still waiting for Lethal Weapon 5. I'll put it as, listen, I'm going to put my political beliefs aside for Lethal Weapon 5, all right? I heard he's directing it. I want to see it. But, yeah, man, I mean, yo, what you thought about Magazine Dreams, man? So Magazine Dreams, y'all, is it's basically a character study of, what was his name? He had a odd name. Oh, Killian Maddox.
Killian Maddox. That's what it was.
Killian Maddox, he's, is he on the spectrum? I don't know. It seemed like he on the spectrum in the film, man. Because he's just so obsessive about the bodybuilding thing, and which there's other things in the film that he becomes obsessed with. It just showed me. I was like, I think the brother's on the spectrum, because he's just, when he's in on something, he's in. You know what I'm saying? So
he's definitely dealing with something.
Yeah, so he's a bodybuilder, whatever, and stuff starts to go left. We get a lot of vague backstory on his temper tantrum. He has episodes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Very violent.
Right.
We can see why this film was put on the shelf for a bit, because if you know Major situation, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But
he was scaring white women in this movie.
Yeah, definitely was.
That woman.
Oh my god, this film has so many cringe moments. Like good cringe though. It was like not cringe like oh my god, this shit's terrible, but it's like oh come on.
I don't want to watch this. Like it makes me feel bad.
Yeah, he's on the date with Shorty.
Yeah.
Like, what, you don't know who Brad Vanderhorn is?
No.
Two-time IFBB pro.
No, I'm sorry.
He won the Arnold Classic. Mr. Olympia 2015 runner-up. He's been on the cover of Muscle and Fitness, Flex, Men's Health, twice. Really? No?
I
really?
I'm sorry.
Oh, geez. You really should get out more.
You don't know who so-and-so is?
Yeah.
Wait, only this and that. And she's just like sinking in the seat. Like,
yeah, dog.
To the point where she goes to use the restroom. You know, women do that all the time. She go to use the restroom and just dip off. You know what I'm saying?
Then, for one, the fact that homie ordered all that food, like, right there. Like, yo.
They were the lady thought she was putting away the menu. You know, she's about to start. Like, can I get this? And how about some of this? Make sure you don't do this on that. You know, can I get some more of that too? And it's just like, yeah, man. Majors gives a great performance, man. I seen that, you know, before his situation went the way it did, it was like he could have probably not only got nominated, but probably won.
Yeah, no, it was definitely one of those performances. I know some people called it like a black Joker when it was like in Sundance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that assessment. My personal comparison would be like a male version of Precious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, the film definitely gave me Pressure vibes.
Yeah,
as much as I liked it, do I think I'm gonna run it back?
Absolutely not.
No, there's just things that happen in this film that is so hard to just to digest again.
Yeah,
you know, it's like when you get out of it, it's like, whew, good Lord, thank God. You know, thank God I'm out of this.
Right. Thankfully, the movie has an ending that's like, at least like not the worst, you know. It's that's why I kind of think of it's like Precious, where it's like in that movie it was all trauma, but it kind of ended on a little bit more of a hopeful note. You know? This one kind of had that, so I think it kind of made it a little bit more of a digestible movie watching experience. Yeah, and I think as a film is a great film. You know what I'm saying? It's a great film, very well shot, very well. I mean, acted tremendously. You know what I'm saying?
Majors is like in every frame of the film.
Yeah.
So you're getting a full, like, he's just giving, he's throwing it all out there. You know what I'm saying, with this performance.
And he delivers on it for sure. I think my only thing on it is really the writing is the most frustrating part of it, just because we really don't really get any redeemable moments of this dude. Like, and pretty much all throughout, we're really just seeing him go through the most like worst kind of stuff. We don't have to see any kind of moments of like him being good or living good, like maybe one or two in the beginning, and you know, but it's like, dang, it was too infuriating to like watch. You know? Like, it didn't give me nothing on the opposite end of that spectrum, but otherwise, great. You know, I had a good time. I don't know if I had a good time.
A good time is crazy,
right? But it is something is a piece of cinema that is worthy of evaluation for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. There's a moment in the film, man, when he gets beat up by the dude.
Yeah, by the paint guys. Yeah.
And then when he goes to the competition and he's like bleeding and he's on the stage and just the score. We talked about. I personally like this touch. We talked about that with Higher Learning when Remy is about to turn, how the score just gets real dark and like that was it felt like a horror film at that point. I was like, whoa. I was like, yo, when he's on the stage flexing it, everybody's like whoa, like that, man. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was very, very, very good. And I definitely recommend it. And it's speaking of another, I don't know if you had any other thoughts on Magazine Dreams, but
no, not really. I mean, it was the John Major show, man. That's he was front and center. Like that was he's the reason why I was in the theater, right? And I got everything I wanted from him.
Right now, a lot of the discourse around Jonathan Majors now, of course, him going on Keke Palmer's podcast, and people are trying to get Keke Palmer.
I have thoughts. I have thoughts. Because, and I hate to say this, sisters, we gotta allow for brothers to rehabilitate. You know what I'm saying? You cannot kick a brother when he's. First of all, Brad Pitt got a film coming out, F1.
Right.
You know,
he got some allegations.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? Jared Leto, Tron Ares.
Yeah.
He got allegations, little girls and stuff like that. That is kind of like a well-known thing, but nobody's really checking it. Let's look at it's a little different, but Robert Downey was allowed to have a career after
all of that
all
stuff.
his drama. He was a druggie in and out of jail, blah blah. Jeremy Renner had a Hawkeye had a little issue, which I'm glad Majors brought that up when he talked about writing the letter to Marvel, because it's like, he's like, yo, these guys were able to bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I think about when Kobe Bryant passed and Evan Rachel Wood basically came out and called him out his name based on the previous allegations that he was found out guilty of. People got upset, and rightfully so. It's just like, damn, like that's the first thing you think about with this brother. Like he done, but the beautiful thing is Kobe rehabilitated. Like Kobe, he got into his issue, which if you read up on this situation, what happened. But he got up out of that. Bought Vanessa a nice little ring, you know what I'm saying? To the press conference. The press conference is shame. But he never got into any problem.
They arguably lost that 03-04 championship because of the whole situation, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, shout out to Tayshaun Prince, lock Kobe the fuck up. Lock Kobe the fuck up.
Sacramento Kings, I can't wait to kick y'all in the playoffs this year, man. Like, kick y'all back down where y'all belong.
No, man. But, he didn't get in any trouble after that. He locked in.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that latter half of Kobe's career, that's the Kobe I like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like killer Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the Kobe I like. That's the Kobe. Y'all talk about Kobe's whole career being that part of his career, 24 Kobe, he was going off after that. After he came back from all, I think he was still wearing 8, but then he came back, changed it up, but he was able to rehabilitate, man. He became a great father, a great citizen. Like this, he had no issues.
Right, man. Nice. Won the Oscar.
Too.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors. Okay, whatever. They got the audio now. Which at one point, we in the day of AI. I'm very aware of that shit. At one point, it was just like that could be AI, him admitting to strangling the girl, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Listen, we all have bad days.
Yeah.
He had a bad day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know if his mother is probably gonna go back in time and be like, oh, he has a pattern of this because they said that. I don't know. For all we know, this is what happened. He might have strangled her. I guess so.
That sounds crazy.
I know he might have, chucked it a little. But then we seen she was chasing him in them church shoes. You know what I'm saying? They had a very toxic situation. They had a rough night, both of them, or whatever. It was a crazy situation. Let him rehabilitate, man. Let him come back. Give him a chance to come back.
Yeah.
Everybody else has gotten a chance. Give him a chance to come back. And people are kind of side-eyeing the fact that his PR person came out and, there's an article about...
Oh, yeah, inside being the PR for a council. Yeah, that was interesting to read. I didn't read it. It was behind a paywall. So.
Yeah, oh, really? I was able to get... I was able to read through
incognito tab and
I was able to read through it. And, it's... Listen, man, it's complicated. There's a whole lot of nuance, but sisters, give him a chance, man. Give him a chance. These white folks is ready to kick his back in.
Yeah.
Give him a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I know, I get it. I'm a man. I'm saying this. I get it. I know I'm gonna get side-eyed and I'm gonna get talked down to, but I'm all for giving the brother a chance to rehabilitate. Now, if he does this over and over again, now we have a problem.
That's what I was gonna say. If it's this one incident, this one lady, then
there's so many other celebrities with one-offs that are fine.
Yeah. Playboy Cardi.
Yeah. Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe got
Rob Lowe was R. Kelly before R. Kelly.
Oh,
Rob Lowe got a video in the 80s. He had a video on all with an underage joint.
Oh nah.
They let him bounce back.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just all for keeping the same energy. Let brothers get a chance to I'm not saying that, everybody that messed with a minor or whatever need to, some people just need to, but give him a chance. This is a little DV situation. Yeah.
And come on, I mean, it's like we know it's a white woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really hate to be as the director as I gotta be, but it's like, as black people, we know what some of these situations look like on paper. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's why they're going a little bit harder on him.
Exactly.
Now, if he had put his hands on the sister, like, he'd probably still be in the MCU, still be in the
they wouldn't care. They wouldn't care.
Yeah. So they throwing a little extra spice on it. Which is, I hate to see it. Again, if he does it again, and I'm not counting all these little PAs that say, "Oh, I saw him on set one time. He was being mean."
I ain't trying to hear that.
Nah, that don't count. We're not doing that.
Because again, we on that side of the world. We in that side of the world, and we know what that's about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you a damn PA. Yeah, they're in character. They don't want to talk to you. Oh, he's rude. He's mean.
Yeah, he got aggressive. Like, what did he say? I don't know. I don't know if that's what they said. I just know there was like one of the PAs from Ant-Man and the Wasp that came out and said, I was like, what's going on?
Here's my thing. If he was this monster going back to school when he was at whatever school, he wouldn't have been where he's at.
Yeah.
No, brother acting like that, like, they would have never given him the chance. Never. So I always I'm very mindful of that. I don't believe none of that. And that's just yap. Yeah, everybody's just yapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm only looking at what happened, what I saw, what I heard.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, the audio definitely made it a little worse. But
I mean, but the thing is, they were already saying he did it.
Yeah.
So it's just at this point, it's like Rolling Stone wait till the week of the magazine Dreams come. Like, yo, here. It's like, yo, fam, we already like what are y'all trying to accomplish here? We already know that.
Yeah, they really.
And I already got my tickets. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
now they did that through the AMC early access thing too. So
yeah,
people was ready to see it.
Mm-hmm.
That it's funny. Magazine Dreams, one of the better ones I saw. Mickey 17 was good. Nickel Boys, I finally got around to seeing that.
I gotta see that, man.
Yeah, Nickel Boys was good.
How you feel about the Oscars and Honora?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk. Yeah, we haven't talked about the Oscars. Yeah, dang.
How you feel about Honora winning?
Honora, man, it's cool, man. It's cool.
That's how I felt. Like, like, all right, man. All right, bro.
It's cool. It's the indie. I like this. It's an indie movie. You know what I'm saying? I like that part.
What's the filmmaker name? Sean something.
Sean Baker.
Sean
Yeah,
Baker.
he got a good speech about the theaters.
I love that.
Right now, the theater-going experience is under threat. Movie theaters, especially independently owned theaters, are struggling, and it's up to us to support them. During the pandemic, we lost nearly 1,000 screens in the U.S., and we continue to lose them regularly. If we don't reverse this trend, we'll be losing a vital part of our culture.
I love that. I love the fact that he was going in on that. Shout out to Mikey Madison. That's the first Ghostface to win an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? I put that on Twitter when I was like, Oscar winner Mikey Madison. I just put a picture of Ghostface. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. I mean, the Oscars. Shout out to Conan O'Brien. I'm glad they locked him back.
Funny.
He was great. They locked him back in to come back next year. The Oscars was like, it was cool.
Yeah, it was just the movies of last year. There was nothing that really, moved the needle per se. So, but yeah, I really liked. I like seeing a lot of winners. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. What about Amelia Perez winning the
yeah, but I shout out to Zoe Saldana because she acted like she cared all the way up until that award show. The second she had that Oscar, she was like, F y'all.
Yeah, she was talking spicy. It was not like overtly spicy, but it was just very PR spicy. She was kind of she's just very dismissive of the whole the Mexican. Which listen, she did blackface to be Nina Simone, so whatever. I've been whatever on her ever since. And I as much as you want to say, well, she's an actress, it's not her fault. She chose that role. Yeah, that was a choice.
Yeah, and you could have stood up and been like, no, don't paint my face.
That was Nina Simone. Yeah, put this prosthetic negroidal nose on me. Put these, it was just black. I've always been good on her. So.
That was whack. Was there any winners that I was like happy to see? I don't know. I mean, I just thought like. Again, shout out to Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. They gave a good little song. Yeah. Did you end up seeing Wicked or not? Still
not yet. I've just got. I was about to get over it and watch it, and then I remember Cynthia Erivo did talk about black people. She was talking crazy about black Americans, and that set me back. I was like, I'm not watching. I was like, all this time I was blaming Lena Waithe, which is still some of it. It's like, oh, she did talk crazy about black Americans.
Well, what'd she say about black Americans? She said
something. It was years ago. She said something shady. I come from a Caribbean family, but I'm first generation American. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like I see both sides, which is a damn shame that there's such a divide between black Americans and Africans and Caribbeans. It's ridiculous. But I be seeing both sides of it, like the way they talk about each other. I'm like in the middle. And I just been really non-tolerant of a lot of the shade, a lot of like them black Brits and stuff like that be throwing at black Americans. Like I seen one, I seen when they was talking about soul food, and it was like a black person like, we have our own soul food and this and that. Yeah, it's our own soul food. No, you don't. No, you don't. Soul food
don't have slavery.
Exactly. So soul food is literally birthed from the plantations. They gave them whatever, and we turned that into a delicacy. Like, no, you don't have soul food. You have Caribbean food. You have African food, but you don't have soul food. Like, that's black American. So so I just been very like, I've been kind of like, and then somebody did remind me, because I think it was around the time she was hired for Harriet that it was brought up that she kind of had shady comments towards, I would have to really look for the comments right now, because I think I want to say she wiped them off the internet, but,
of course,
but I found them one day. I was beat, and I was like, oh wait, and I was like, that's right, that's why I wasn't really crazy about her, and but I'm gonna try to check it out, because they done announced Wicked for Good, at CinemaCon, shout out to CinemaCon.
I didn't get the invite this year, but it's all good. I had to work anyway. It was
it's peace.
But shout out to people covering it too. Man, they had a lot of announcements, bro. We finally got Beyond the Spider-Verse announcement.
2027. God damn. Like, my son is gonna be 5 when he's able to see that, which is cool, because maybe now his ass will be able to sit down and watch a movie.
Understand it, right?
But he gonna be 5. My daughter is gonna be. Oh shit. My daughter will be. Oh, she'll be 13.
13.
Yeah.
Dang, but she getting up there though. That's
she is getting up there. She's getting up there.
Man.
But damn, I remember when it was 2026, and it was like, damn, 26.
Right.
But then now it's like 26 is right there. It's like, all right, cool. But then 27. Now we got you, 27. You know what I'm saying?
4 years between each one, yeah. And it's crazy, that that wacky reporter Jeff Snyder, like I shout him out on the show.
What he do now?
He called the 2027 thing way months ago, and then and then Phil Lord came out and pooped on him on Twitter, and then
just for it to be 2027.
Yeah, just for it to be 2027. It's just like, that's so funny that it just ended up, But yeah, shout out to them. Hey, and shout out to everything. I don't know if you saw the Superman extended footage.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that looked pretty good.
Shout out to DC Studios doing that, because I was not going to go see Minecraft to see that. So my daughter went to go see Minecraft without me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was not going to go sit through You see them wilding in the theaters now for Minecraft?
They going crazy.
No. Keep that monkey ass behavior at home. All right? Motherfuckers done pay good money to sit in the theater and watch a movie. What do you? Everybody got their phones out. You're throwing stuff. You're wilding all over. Keep that shit at home. This is not the zoo. Calm down.
That says like Rocky Horror Picture Show for the kids.
Yeah, but they're wilding over little things. He's like, he said something like, chicken something. And it's like, what are y'all doing? What's going on? I did see a nice tribute. I've been on TikTok a lot, and there was a nice little tribute in the film. I saw there's a scene in the film where like a pig with a crown walks out, and they say, that's something, and Jack Black is like, that's a legend, and it was like, I guess it was a Minecraft guy used to play Minecraft a lot online. I guess he died, but that was his thing, was like the pig with the crown. So that was the. So that was like,
that's nice.
What I like from what I've been seeing. Again, I'm looking from afar because I am not into Minecraft. I'm good, trust me. But what I've seen is that the filmmakers, everybody involved, is really tapped into the culture of it all. Right. They're not just giving you some IP. There's stuff in there for the people that's enthusiastic about it. For the crowd, it's target audience. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
For the kids.
Yeah, for the kids. You know what I'm saying? So even that with same thing with Freddy, Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah, and that's both movies didn't do well with critics at all. Like they really
listen. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, right. But the fans who were investing in the properties, the
fans love it, and that's all that matters. Jordans. You know what I'm saying? But it's so crazy. It's like Dogman is doing really well in theaters. And these is movies that I have nothing. I am so far from this IP. I don't know what's going on.
Wait. Have we talked Captain America?
Oh Lord.
Oh shoot.
Oh y'all don't. Yo, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Captain America dropped. I saw Captain America literally a week after we dropped our last episode. Let's talk about Captain America, man. Let's talk about your boy Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie, man. Gotta give him love, man.
What is this? What can I just say something? What is this? They're trying to emasculate men shit that he's talking about. What the fuck is he talking about?
We've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our communities, for one reason or another. But I raised my boys to be young men.
And then he followed up with like, oh, my kids are humble. You know, they're trying to take, you know, they don't got no Jordans. What Jordans got to do with anything, dog? I hate that. Like, stop. Get Jordans out of it. Stop doing that. Why y'all acting like Jordans is like this terrible thing that people are into? Or like, yo, who cares? First of all, you a millionaire. Then again, I don't know your pockets, but you got a Marvel contract, all right?
Anthony Mackie got to be a millionaire. Yeah. I ain't know he not a millionaire.
Well, I do know he got a business in Brooklyn that he was talking down on Spike, talking about gentrification because he feel like it was going to mess up his business in Brooklyn.
Oh, really?
That's another reason why I ain't feeling his corny ass. You know, so he's a sellout. Let's just get that out the way. Sellout ass Anthony Mackie. Yeah, so, you know, you got bread. Why you not buying your kids J's? Let them get flies. Stop being a lame. Like, the hell? So what they wearing then? And if they're not wearing Jordans, what are they wearing? Jordans ain't the most expensive shoe out there.
They got
like,
the New Balances on.
And New Balances cost just as much as the J's now. Like, the fuck was we talking about? What was you trying to accomplish by saying that? I just felt the way because I'm a sneakerhead. You know? Shout out to the Jordan brand. Shout out to Jordan brand. They take care of me. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you go. See, hey man, that's crazy, man. I gotta get back in my Jordan. I just ordered me a pair of Anthony Edwards.
No, you don't. Oh, you did.
Yeah,
you got them.
They come in in the mail.
Okay, I gotta see when you. Cause I really like those.
It's the green joints with the
I like them. I'm not a you know. I'm Nike. I ride with Nike till you know. Shout out to the swoosh. You know what I mean? I get the swoosh discounts and everything. Shout out to y'all. But I am a sneakerhead. I like design, and those those Anthony Edwards joints is hard.
Yeah, no, they tough. They tough.
I wanted the Stormtrooper colorway that came out like last year, and I slept on it.
Yeah, that would have been nice too.
That joint is hard, but yeah.
Man, hey, look, Captain America, man. Look, I don't mind Anthony Mackie. You know, Scott. I don't mind him. He a good old Southern boy, old school conservative in a way. I think that's what that emasculation.
Definitely
comes down to. He did have some good comments about them rotating black actors every like 2 to 3 years.
Oh yeah, that's real.
And I was like, yeah,
that's real.
You kind of talking there. But yeah, man, I didn't mind the movie. You know what I'm saying? I actually thought it was pretty good. Like the Captain America 4. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Like for as bad as a lot of these reshot, retooled Marvel movies can be, it actually did come together in an overall cohesive story. So I got to give it that. I got to give it props for that. I actually got to give this props and Mickey 17 props for actually incorporating like a presidential assassination kind of subplot into it, especially in this era of like we just saw one with Trump. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, you know, I mean, that
was Hollywood too, but
you know what I'm saying?
It was Hollywood trickery with that. They just stopped talking about it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
he got
after like a week.
Yeah, he got assassination attempt twice, and then okay, sure. Your man got a good picture out of it. He's like,
yeah, with the flag behind him. Yeah. But yeah, they kind of get into them kind of subplots in this one too. I thought it was kind of good. I thought Harrison Ford brought it, you know.
Yeah. He was giving me kind of racist. You know what I mean? When he was talking to Sam Wilson at one point. What did he tell him? He came in like this war room like,
"You're not Steve Rogers."
You're right.
I'm not.
He kind of checked him. I was like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, okay, Ross. Okay, General Ross.
Yeah, nah, he was going, man. I liked it. And actually the 3D wasn't too bad. If I saw it in IMAX 3D.
Oh, you saw it in 3D.
Yeah, the IMAX 3D. So it was like that scene when they are stopping the missiles from hitting the ship. Mm-hmm. That scene looked great in the IMAX, bro. Mm-hmm. IMAX 3D, like that scene looked really amazing. So yeah, for what it was cool. I wish they didn't put the Red Hulk in the trailers. I feel like that's gonna be a main set piece. Don't put that in the trailers. Yeah, I liked it though. I don't know. What'd you thoughts though, man?
I mean, it did what it had to do.
Right.
It's not bad.
Right.
Wasn't great. It's just, it was right down the middle for me.
Yeah.
They gave me enough to. I saw some of the I could tell what was reshot.
Oh yeah. That ending. I mean, the end of the Red Hulk fight was
very
like,
shoddy stuff.
Even my girl don't watch movies. Like, she's not a cinephile. She don't know. But even she was like, this looks a little flat. Like, what's going on here? This looks a little fake.
Exactly.
I'm like, this definitely that green screen, baby.
Yeah. It was it was a lot of that going on. I wasn't a fan of the leader.
Oh yeah, that whole subplot.
Wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah.
And the post credit scene, it was just like,
that was a throwaway.
Oh, there's other worlds, and this is like, okay, yes, we know Secret Wars is coming. Yes, thank you.
Right.
I guess that's what I came here for, just to see how he was going. I just feel like that was just tacked on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was cool. People calling it the worst Marvel movie ever.
No.
The biggest flop of Marvel. Y'all wildin'. I see that Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld has been going crazy on Twitter trying to.
Yeah, but he's sour grapes though.
Yeah,
he's sour grapes. He's just
he didn't invite some Marvel after party.
Yeah, he's being a weirdo.
Yeah,
and he got a lot of hate in his heart. He actually does a really good Todd McFarlane impression. Yo, son, that shit, he was getting that Todd McFarlane one day. That shit was so good. Because him and Todd McFarlane I think they started Image together.
Oh, for real?
Image Comics.
Oh, damn, that's big. That's
they were like, I think it was both of them together worked on Image, and Todd McFarlane kind of, I think once they edged them out, like, I get out the way, kick them out or whatever the case may be. My recollection of that's all over the place. Maybe my comic book people could tell me more, but Yeah. He just got a lot of resentment on him. You know what I'm saying? Can I shout out Carl Lumbly as Isaiah?
Oh yeah, he was great.
He was incredible, man. Yeah. And I always said, even with the Disney Plus series, when they introduced the character, I want a series or film on him.
Right.
Go back,
flashbacks.
Give me that. Give me a black filmmaker that could do whatever the hell he want to do.
Right.
Spike, you can take him back in time and deal with the racism and all.
That'd be tough.
I would take that any day.
Yeah, that was one of the few parts of the movie that felt like, in the original conception of it, could have honestly been more edgy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like any kind of edge or anything that was outside of the box, like, they kind of cut away from immediately.
Yeah.
And they kept a very standard and traditional Marvel movie, which is fine. But I think if we would have had more Isaiah, I know they have film scenes with Isaiah's grandson too. I wish we would have seen those. The action part of it, action was cool. Giancarlo Exposito. I don't know.
It
was such a throw-in.
It was a throw-in. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was there, like, I wish I got something from him. It's just like, okay, they go bugging out real quick. You get bugging out, and it was just in and out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get much. That was There's a black. I think this was directed by a brother too.
It
right?
was. It was directed by Julius Odin, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
He did the Cloverfield movie that nobody liked. The third one.
Oh, word?
Yeah, Cloverfield Paradox. Yeah, he did that one. And he did this movie called Luce. Luce? I don't know what the pronunciation, but that one's actually fire. This one's fire.
Okay,
this one's fire.
What's this one about?
The film tells the story of a couple forced to reconsider their marriage and family after an extremely disturbing essay written by their adopted son is brought to their attention by his teacher.
Is that my girl?
Octavia Spencer.
Ma, aka Ma.
Ma, exactly. And she's the one who actually recommended Julius Oda to Marvel to direct this film.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
really,
I mean, shout out to a black director.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know how much this movie he actually directed. But,
right. Exactly.
Yo, speaking of what's your thoughts on Coogler, man? You know what I'm saying? Ryan Coogler.
Wait, where you getting that, brother?
No, I'm a big fan of Ryan Coogler. I love Ryan Coogler.
Shout out to Oakland, you know what I mean? Like, shout out to Oakland, I got a new movie coming out called Sinners, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's saying it's like an Avenger level event or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's going on? I'm Ryan Coogler. In anticipation of the release of our newest film, Sinners, I just wanted to walk you guys through a little bit of information on how we made the film, as it might provide some context for what tickets you guys choose to buy once they go on sale.
Did you get your tickets already, or?
Oh, wait, it's available?
Yeah, they're
shit, I gotta hurry up and get them tickets.
See, my homie who be getting all the IMAX 70mm AMC ones, like he buys like group tickets for them and stuff.
Oh, okay.
He got me one, but
Wait, it's gonna be in 70 millimeter?
Yeah, IMAX 70 millimeter, full screen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man, let me stop playing. Let me get that shit right now.
Go to the Chinese. He got me some for Dylan. Shout out to Dylan. He's been on First Cut. He got me tickets for the 17th, but I'm gonna be filming something that day, so I'm not gonna be able to make it.
Oh.
But I definitely need to see that in the IMAX 70 millimeter.
Yeah. I usually do the Thursday, but I might need to do a Saturday.
Yeah.
I might have to do a Saturday for that joint.
Yeah, that's the move. But I say that because I was on set, recently with a couple other Black filmmakers, and I'm kind of feeling like the temperature, at least with some brothers, is they're not really feeling Coogler. At least maybe not some. It was just one brother in particular. I was like picking up Coogler. I'm like,
who is this brother?
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He a good dude overall. But
Okay.
Yeah. But it was just like I was picking up Coogler. I'm like, yo, he got that good contract. Like I'm excited. This percentage. And dude was like, man, I don't know. Some of these Black directors, they just get there, sign a contract with the white man, and just get going. I'm like, It's funny because I feel like it's a full spectrum. Like when I was in film school, the white people was kind of trashing on Coogler a little bit, saying, he not doing nothing deep, Now I kind of feel like it kind of reverts back. Now, I don't know. Maybe he's not talking about Ryan Coogler. Maybe he just talked about a different director in that type of situation. But I don't know.
But what's the problem with Coogler? Coogler ain't do nothing wrong.
But I guess when you look at like the Creed and the Black Panther and like all that, like,
okay, what about it?
Maybe he took the check for, maybe he took the white man's check pretty easily. You know
all
what I'm saying?
That's good. That's good. He took the man's check. Cool.
Yeah.
He do it, and guess what? He took the man's check, and the movie was good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Both of them was good.
He hasn't put out a dud yet.
Yeah. Now you ain't lying.
He hasn't put out a dud yet. And then I know people that saw this joint already. And they were like, yo, I was having fun in the theater. I said, really? It was like, yo, it's like, I was giddy. And I was like, oh, wow.
Like word.
I'm hearing people saying it's Avengers type level, event type joint. Like, I'm like, given the story, I didn't expect that.
Right.
But they're like, yo, this is a very fun movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm here for that.
Listen,
Hold
man.
up. I got to peep.
He seems like he has a broad, a big canvas, and he's painting broad strokes. I heard there's like elements of a musical in it. It's just,
interesting.
Like, yo, there's a lot going on. I'm down.
Now shout Coogler. I'm down. I'm sold. I'm seeing that movie soon as I can see it. It probably won't be that Thursday because I got that film.
I got my tickets for Friday. Saturday. I literally, as we're
just
talking
now,
about, I just bought the tickets.
The IMAX 70 thing or just
it's
regular?
Not 70.
Yeah.
But but I got it though. It's at I'm gonna be at Burbank.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's a good IMAX right there. Good theater in general. It
ain't Lincoln Square, Manhattan. Shout out to Lincoln Square. That's a real IMAX right there. But
yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very. I love Coogler, but I also can entertain that side of the debate because I think of people like Jordan Peele didn't really take a check. You know what I'm saying? Like per se.
But here's the thing, man. I think Coogler, because look, he did Fruitvale Station.
Right.
What did he do after that?
Went right to Creed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
So that's why I think that's what the homies arguing. Like, kind of sold his soul a little bit, like right off rip.
Look, did he sell his soul? Because look, he got. Listen, with all our Black filmmakers, we do want to see them on the pedestal.
Right.
We all want to see him there. Not everybody could do Spike. That Spike is also, he was like, not to say he's the first. Of course, he's not the first Black filmmaker ever. But in this new wave of filmmaking in Hollywood, he was really the first out there. And in a lot of ways, when you're the first, there's a lot more struggle. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot more. It's a lot more on your back. Even and it kind of, Spike has grown, he's had the career he's had. He's an icon. But there's still a lot of things Spike deal with because he was the first. He still deals with to this day.
Right.
So he kind of took the hit so that the Cooglers out there, in a way, the Tyler Perrys out there could flourish. And listen, he did his joint, Fruitvale Station. It popped. He got the Hollywood look. And he didn't compromise anything.
Yeah.
Would you say he did? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think Creed's a great film. It's probably the one, I'd honestly argue might be the second best, if not the best Rocky film ever made.
Hello? I say that.
Yeah.
I know some Italians might feel a way about that, but I'm gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Black Panther. We could argue Kevin Feige wasn't breathing down his neck. He kind of was able to do what he wanted to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's in a realm that a lot of filmmakers are not in or won't be in. So I respect it, man. You know what I'm saying? Our brother John Singleton had to, he wanted to do Black Panther and stuff way back in the 90s. He wanted to do bigger projects, but because black filmmaking was still in such a infantile state, he still kind of had to get it out the mud too.
Right.
So he didn't get the looks that the Cooglers is getting. He got Too Fast, Too Furious, but but at that point they, brothers need. He wasn't, respectfully, Singleton, with Shaft and Too Fast, Too Furious, he wasn't really making the films he wanted to make. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't. Like they always say, one for them, one for me, type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I think the way the homie was maybe arguing it was like, all the Coogler's films felt like a for them kind of situation,
Right.
I don't know about Sinners. Sinners seems like a very personal
and then even
movie,
even then he's still, there's a lot of black folks. We already know he got black folks behind the camera.
Yeah.
There's a lot of black folks in front of the camera. He's still putting on. Now he might not be breaking, people like like what Spike and Singleton did. They was bringing stars to the table. He's going. He still has his De Niro.
Arguably, he kind of broke Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, because Fruitvale Station was like Michael B. Jordan.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of Michael B. Jordan.
From The
Michael
Wire.
I just keep... Yeah, that, right.
Yeah.
But he did kind of put Michael B. Jordan... Okay, he broke Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
But that was it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's still using Michael B. Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Which, listen, it is what it is, man.
Right,
it is what it is. Listen, I'm down, man. And if we getting something... Look, it's a very black story.
Yeah, Sinners is
black story, and you're gonna turn a black story into an event like this. Some black. Last time he did this was Black Panther. Black Panther was. I love that. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
Out. We stepped out.
Yeah, we came out, man. So listen, man. I'm down, man. I don't know, man. I don't feel like, I just think that people think black stories, films, we got to be indie grassroots all the time. We got to struggle, and I don't know if it adds character to what we do. It's okay if we go, we go pop. You know what I mean? Look what happened to hip hop in the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It went pop. It went from a street culture thing to
mainstream.
Then mainstream. Diddy can't tell you can't stop, won't stop. Which I don't know about rehabilitating that brother. Let him sit down and think about what he did to get up in there. You know what I'm saying? But it went pop. It is what it is. I always I just don't like when people kind of look down on the art because of that. It's such a petty reason to kind of get at them.
It's definitely petty. I think there are some great filmmakers that I think definitely also deserve that shot.
Absolutely.
One day, if they want to make that shot. It really comes down to if they want to make that shot.
Shout out to Barry Jenkins.
Yeah, he did Mufasa. He kind of.
But you see what he about to do now with Zendaya, the Ronnie Spector story.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Now he getting back in his bag. He got a little taste of the for them. He got a little for them.
Yeah.
And he realized that wasn't it. He came out and was like, "Yo, I'm not doing it this way again."
CGI stuff again. Yeah, he got that one, and he got one with Glenn Powell. I think that they had announced too.
I didn't know.
Yeah, homie from Twister. So he got a couple. Yeah, shout out Barry Jenkins. I mean, he's still one of my favorite filmmakers of all time, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I saw Moonlight when they re-released in the IMAX joint.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did like a one night re-release for Moonlight in IMAX. Okay. Great movie again. You know what I'm saying? So, it really depends on who it is. I know, for example, Jordan. I keep bringing up Jordan Peele, but Jordan Peele, I know this personally from somebody in Disney, told me this, at the time, when they were doing that Lando show with Donald Glover, they called in Jordan Peele 6 times, it's Lucasfilm, trying to get him into write, direct, showrun, all that. And he just, nope.
Really?
So yeah, I mean, it's just they want to get a black auteur for some of these projects, but a lot of them say no. You know what I'm saying? So, which is understandable.
Which it adds to the rumor about Jordan Peele and Star Wars, right? Wasn't there something out there about Jordan Peele and Star Wars?
Well, yeah, I guess the Lando joint.
The Lando.
Yeah, the Lando series. Okay, Donald Glover and
Lando. I didn't realize that's what you said. Lando.
Yeah, the Star Wars. Yeah, the Lando series. Yeah, which I don't know if they're ever actually going to finish that.
Is that dead?
I don't know. Well, they had homie who did Dear White People and Justin Simeon, and he did Haunted Mansion.
Yeah,
he was gonna do Lando, and then Disney's cold for this. Literally the day of the Haunted Mansion premiere, they announced that they're moving in a different direction with the
they did
with the Lando. So he got to go on the red carpet, answer questions during his movie. He got to go answer questions like, "Oh, you're not part of Lando anymore?" Like, I just heard. Y'all telling me
Disney cold.
Yeah,
Disney cold. That's why they asses got in a little bit of trouble, man.
That's Snow White. They it's gonna be tough to bail them out after that Snow White lost.
Oh, speaking of which, oh God, Snow White, y'all, live action Snow White is out. Did you see it?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Gal Gadot. First of all, I'm gonna be real. Shout out to Rachel Zegler. But
I'm gonna support her.
I support her, but when she was at first, when they announced it, she was being so obnoxious about, it's not gonna be like, that's so dated. It was like, yo, girl, tone it down. These Gen Z motherfuckers, man, they just don't know. Like, they be having good intent. Like they push back on things, which is great. Certain things that we need push back on, they do it, but they do it in such an obnoxious way that's a turn off. It's just like, yo, shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she was doing all that, talking shit about, the old Snow White and. And that upset the people, the Disney people.
Yeah, the purists.
Yeah, that upset them, which I understand, because it was like, girl, you're doing too much. But then it was the whole, Free Palestine thing that, they got
really,
people that really, which is crazy because what's her name is a full-blown Zionist.
Yeah,
Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Her non-acting ass.
She was in the IDF, too. Like, she was literally part of it.
But she could get that off, but Rachel Zegler can't do that. It's crazy. Yeah, I was in, I ventured on, since Trump been back in office, I ventured back into Facebook. Why? I don't know. And, Variety posted about it because they're trying to blame her for the failure. When in reality, people do not want to see live action Disney shit anymore. Like, people are over it. Like, this Lion King did far less than the original, the original live action, whatever, or quote unquote live action.
Right.
It's just dying out. People don't care as much. I mean, they got Lilo and Stitch coming out, which
I think Lilo and Stitch is gonna be a hit.
That's gonna be good because it's us.
Yeah.
Like it's our generation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like we care for that. That old fuddy duddy, hi ho. We don't care about that. We don't.
Nah.
It's just old farts at that point that care about that stuff. And at that point,
they are gonna be mad. If you're 80 plus and you seeing Snow White, the movie you've been waiting your whole life to see in live action, and it's Mexican.
Just like the movie is called Snow White. She's supposed to be white.
This is for them. This is like if they made Martin Luther King movie after all this time, and they're like. Timothy Chalamet.
My God.
No.
Yeah. Which, because they're like, the text literally says her skin is as snow. It's white as snow. Whatever. All right, whatever.
I'm kidding y'all. I really don't care.
I don't give a damn. But if y'all want that one, y'all got that one. Whatever.
I really
you know what I'm saying? That's like freaking, Timothy Chalamet as Martin Luther King is crazy. I might burn down a few movie theaters if that happens. That's kind of crazy. But and they going in on her with that. I went to Facebook, man, and I was just like, yo, for me, it's like, what's the big deal? Like, she wanted to call it anti-genocide. What's the big deal? And then a lot of them people hit me up. They was talking crazy. They was talking crazy. Call me an idiot.
Anti-Semitic.
Somebody said I was a Jew hater.
Yeah, that's what they
said. Mind you, he wanted to debate me. We was going back and forth, and then he said, "Oh, you're a Jew hater." I kept addressing him by his name because I'm like, "This is your name." And he was like, "What are you trying?" He called me aggressive.
Yeah,
he called me aggressive.
Yeah, that's code for niggas.
Yeah, you feel me? A lot of microaggressions, and he said something like, "Well, I feel sorry for your SO. You're so aggressive." And I'm thinking, SO means significant other.
Right.
Are you trying to say that my significant other should be afraid of me? Like, don't fuck with me. I don't. You don't know me. Yoni is his name. That was his name, Yoni. Kept calling him Yoni. And then he was like, why you keep calling me by my name? Are you trying to offend me? It's literally Jonathan in Hebrew. We have the same name. Calm down. I said, you know what? You're right. I said, you're right. I'm not going to call you. Let me call you by another name, bitch. I was like, everything was bitch. It got ugly, man. It got ugly. But it was
man, you're the king of the Twitter beefs, man.
Yo, now that I got the blue check, I'll be looking for people to talk to now. Because now my tweets have more of a reach now.
Yeah,
so it's like,
celebrities.
People be getting crazy. But listen, it's just my thoughts, y'all. Yeah. It's like while y'all listen to this, it's just me talking like, yo. But yeah, people just don't know how to talk, man. It's just like, it was calling her names, calling me names. Another one that had people panties in a bunch. Mm-hmm. Did you see number one on the call sheet?
Yo, I did. Yeah,
great documentary.
Actually, I only saw part one so far. I didn't see the second part.
Respectfully, I only did see part one. So no, sorry to the sisters.
No, this is
sorry to the sisters.
Yeah, the sisters gonna kill us this episode.
Sisters, listen to me. I saw some of the second episode, but I was getting on a flight to come back home.
Yeah,
and I told myself, because I did a full day. And I said, let me take a little nap before my flight. Right. And when I saw myself dozing off during the second episode, I set my alarm and I dozed off.
Right.
Got up and I went to JFK. I will catch on to it. My brother has Apple TV though. I don't have Apple TV.
Okay.
So that's the only problem. Right, I don't have it. But if they got a trial, I'll try to run it back to watch the sisters. I'm sorry, sisters. But I watched the one with the brothers, you know what I'm saying? Right. Shout out to John Boyega who pissed them off.
Yeah.
By talking about black folks in Star Wars and how the fans made him feel.
Let me tell you, Star Wars always had the vibe of being in the most whitest elite space. Like, this franchise is so white that it's like a black person existing in that was something. And you can always tell it's something when some Star Wars fans try to say, well, we had Lando Calrissian and had Samuel L. Jackson. It's like telling me how many cookie chips are on the cookie dough. I'm like, bro, they just scattered that in there, bro. They're okay with us playing the best friend. But once we touch their heroes, once we lead, once we trailblaze, it's like, oh my God, it's just a bit too much.
Yeah. Which is very valid.
Yeah, that's how fans still making black people feel to this day. Yeah.
Still, but then they're trying to gaslight them like, oh, look at Mace Windu and look at this. What do you mean? This is exactly his point.
And it's so funny because one of those Twitter accounts, somebody been discussing film, something, just posted the little quote from the documentary and like his picture, and all the replies were literally that same stuff. What about Mace Windu? What about, and like, yo, y'all don't even want to watch the clip to like
watch the clip, you idiot.
This is like he's saying the exact thing that you're replying with right now.
You're literally proving his point. And then plus we all saw in real time how they reacted to him and Daisy. What's her name?
Oh, Daisy Ridley.
Let's be real. Yeah. They had a problem with the fact that it was a Negro. The first frame of the Force Awakens trailer, they was like, oh hell no.
Right. Black Stormtrooper.
Oh hell no. And in the minute where the film kind of and people got mad that I said this. Disney listened to you corny ass motherfuckers. And this is the problem I have with that prequel. I'm not prequel, sorry. The Disney trilogy. Is that they were trying to... They leaned so heavily into fan service that the third film was just... fan service, the movie, like anything. Oh yeah, he's back. I don't know how he's back, but he's back. Like
we got Billy D. Williams back.
Yeah, and then when see that girl, that might be his daughter. I don't know.
And the daughter might end up with John Boyega. I don't know.
Matter of fact, you know what? We're gonna put out a book, and it's gonna make, just because y'all think something, we're gonna make it his daughter. It's just like, bro, what? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I feel like when the film kind of alluded to that he might be a Jedi, something, and they saw people's reaction to that. It was like, nah, get that shit up out of here. Then with The Last Jedi, there was the love thing with him and
the Asian girl, Rose Tico. I forget the actress's name off the top of my head, but she got that controversy. Which is, it's so crazy because The Last Jedi, I actually do like a lot of that movie. And on paper, that movie is great. You know what I'm saying? But that story, and I hate to say it, but like that storyline was weak. You know, like the John Boyega... Rose Tico, that storyline, not they romance together. No. I do think it's a little bit of a cop out that I feel like the first one was kind of leaning towards John Boyega and Daisy Ridley, being together. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was kind of a cop out to.
And then they said, "Oh no, not this white girl and this white. We're gonna give him the Asian."
Yeah, right. And we're gonna go, Kylo Ren and Rey. You know how that goes. Like to get the white people together. But that was that storyline was disappointing, and that's the. I think John Boyega even said himself, like, you know, from the first movie, it was set up for me to be the Jedi, the head guy, you know what I'm saying? And then the second movie, he was sidelined, you know, completely, not even part of the main mission.
On the third movie.
The third movie, he's, you know, basically nothing. You know what I'm saying?
He's literally a token in space.
Yeah.
By the third film.
Yeah. And I feel so bad. Now, that moment what it represented, like he mentioned that documentary and it coming like 2015, I was my freshman year in college. I was hyped, bro. I'm telling you, I was hyped. Like, and I think the first movie, Force Awakens, did deliver on that promise, you know? Yeah. But
it was a soft reboot.
Yeah, it was very, very similar.
Almost beat for beat with A New Hope.
Original. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
Listen, that's fine.
Right.
But then second and third film got to give me, and you know, for me, the second film didn't. I might have to run back The Last Jedi, but I didn't really care for it.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely 60% of a great movie, 40% of a bad movie. So it's like it's kind of hard to balance. Yeah. But the great stuff is really, really great in Last Jedi. But yeah, man, that documentary was great though, man. Shout out to Denzel again, showing y'all he wasn't a movie fan. That brother was outside.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No,
he was in these streets.
I love how real Denzel be keeping it, man. I love it.
He's like, I don't watch no movies. Like, it ain't my thing. Like,
I feel him. Like, you know, like they be trying to ask him deep questions about it. He's like, I don't watch movies. I will. Let me be honest with you. When it got to The Rock and Kevin Hart, I was kind of like, all right, let's wrap this up.
You don't think
The Rock?
It was a debate. It's a debatable territory. We're putting The Rock in there for sure.
Yes. The Rock, greatest wrestler of all time, cut some epic promos. I love Rock, you know, as a wrestler. Dwayne Johnson, he want to be a Negro when it's convenient. Let's be real. He want to be a Negro when it's convenient. He tries to keep it very vague about, you know, his blackness. His name is Dwayne Johnson. You clearly a brother, but he tries to do that. I'm just an actor. You know, he wants to be peaceful. You know, right. I hate when I just want to know. I don't want no division. I hate when people do that shit, dog. Like, what are you? Black? White? What are you, dog? Like, if you want to be, and at one point he says in the thing, you know, a person of color. I get it, Samoan. I get it. But you in a documentary about being a black actor.
Yeah,
you are a black man. Say that. Why you say?
Say it with your chest.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
That documentary was funny too because like you knew Kevin Hart and Jamie Foxx were the producers.
Yo, bro, you took the point right away. I was just gonna say that when it got to them, it was like, hey, let's look at this portfolio of Kevin Hart's a businessman, this and that. Like it just got it turned to a commercial.
Yeah,
it turned to a commercial for Kevin Hart and Heartbeat Productions, and then even the Jamie Foxx thing. You know what I'm saying? They kind of you know leaned into him. And, you know it's you know. Listen. It was good though.
No, it was good. It was definitely worth the watch.
It was worth the watch.
Shout out Dwayne Johnson. He's about to be in that smashing
A24 joint, right?
Yeah, with Benny Safdie. Him and Martin Scorsese announced the movie together too.
Excuse me?
Dwayne Johnson and Scorsese.
I thought you said Safdie and Scorsese. I was like, whoa.
No, that would be crazy too.
Yeah, that would. But I know he's seeing what David Bautista's doing, and he's like, I want in.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, because it's like, yo, bro, that Red One bullshit that you did, like, I'm not a fan of this Dwayne Johnson, the producer extraordinaire. Like, he gets in front of his films, and he oversells it to the point where you don't even want to see the shit. It's just like, Black Adam's going to change the trajectory of this. It's going to do this. And it's like, yo, bro, shut up. Let me watch the damn movie first. Then with this Red One joint, he was just boosting it. It's like, yo, bro, like, you know, we had to do these crazy numbers. He's like selling a product all the time.
That's what he do. And even with Moana 2, he kind of took it over from Moana 2. Like,
it's like he's always selling a product. Like, yo, I just want to watch a movie, bro. Like, get out the way. Like, you know?
I would like to point out that Black Adam made $393 million in the box office on a $260 million budget. So it didn't make a lot. But people say it's a hit. The Rock said it was a hit. Right. I'm just saying, people calling Captain America 4 a flop. That it made $400 million. Like Captain America 4 made more money and it was a smaller budget.
Well,
I'm just saying.
You know how that goes. It's just like everything is the worst when a black person is leading the charge. You know what I'm saying? Everything is the worst. You know, the Marvels. Remember how they went in on the Marvels?
Oh yeah, they went in on Nia.
Yeah, Nia. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they always. It's like. And then, in the age we're in now, where like Trump got control of everything. People are kissing the ring, down to the media coverage and everything. And so it's just like anything that's mildly diverse or, serving a certain audience or a certain look or whatever, they're just gonna just gas it. And this is what I'm saying. He benefits from being this question mark of a Negro, Dwayne Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So it's like. I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a big fan of him.
Hey man, look man, this Dwayne doing his thing, man. I guess the only couple more movies I just wanted to ask you about too is The Monkey. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, The Monkey.
Yeah.
I saw The Monkey, man. It was a lot different. It was a lot funnier and wackier than I expected it to be.
Mm-hmm.
It was Osgood Perkins, he just came off of Long Legs, which is I gotta buy that, by the way.
Yeah.
Long Legs. Yeah, man. So I thought it was gonna be dark and I guess scary. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I knew it was Stephen King, so I was like, it was gonna be something.
Right.
But it was very like
it was a comedy.
It was definitely a very dark comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, I mean, in a way, it was kind of deep. You know what I'm saying? Kind of going into the nihilism of like death, of like what is death even matter? Particularly like towards the end, when they're like driving away and then like half the world is I'm not to spoil. I guess I'm kind of
listen,
a little
it's,
bit,
it's not
it's been out for a minute. The ending is just a very over the top ending, and they kind of have a little bit of a dialogue at the end, like, does death really even matter? Like, because if you don't know the premise of the monkey, like the monkey, you spin the back of the monkey type thing, and the little toy start clapping, and
something's gonna happen.
It's like Final Destination type of thing.
Speaking of which, I want to see that Bloodline.
That look crazy. That could look crazy. That look crazy.
Final Destination Bloodlines.
Yeah, I love the monkey though, man. Actually, I hate to say it, I think I liked it a little bit more than Long Legs. You know what I'm saying?
Word?
Like, Like I thought.
I don't know about that.
I mean, for me it was great. Who's the guy who was like the twins who played like the dual role in that? Forget his name.
Oh God.
He was in Son too.
Yes. Yes, he was in something else.
Yeah, I gotta look that up.
Yeah, please.
He was phenomenal. That was actually a really good.
Yeah.
Like dual performance, right? Theo James.
What else was he in? Because his name didn't ring a bell, but then when I saw what he was in, I was like, okay, that's right.
Right. He was in the Divergent movies.
Oh, I didn't see those.
He was in that White Lotus show. Okay. He's been in a couple things. Time Traveler's Wife. Yeah, he was good though. He was really good.
No, he was good. He was good. Shorty that plays She-Hulk was in it.
Oh yeah, as the mom.
Yeah.
That was a class. That was like some good Osgood Perkins death sequence in there. Man, it's a fun movie. I definitely recommend it.
It's a fun film. It's just I didn't expect it to be that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is why I love going to a film blind, man. I like these vague trailers that just show you shit. Another film, Woman in the Yard.
Yeah. Wait, before we get into that, let me just double check the camera real quick. Yeah. I got some thoughts on that trailer. We still rolling.
Okay, cool. Let me know when you're back.
All right.
Might be a little It's all right. There's a little continuity error with with Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, it don't matter.
But yeah, no, Woman in the Yard. I mean, that trailer was as vague as it gets. A sister who's in the crib with her kids, and some black woman's on her yard. Like she's today is the day. She's coming to check her. Black folks, we think of like Jehovah's Witnesses and stuff like that. Just pull up on your property, like, yo, get up out of here. I didn't know what it was gonna be about. I was like, yo, where is this going?
See, did you see that trailer in theaters? Like,
yes, I did. I saw it in trailers a lot. I saw it in theaters a lot, actually.
They play it in a lot of theaters.
Yeah.
So I saw it. Me and my lady saw it. I forgot what movie we was watching. But dog, that I don't know. I thought that trailer was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so vague to the point of like, what is this lady doing on the yard? Like, why can't y'all just go outside, get in this lady's face, push her over or something? Like, why don't y'all just, like, they acting all scared? Like, what's she on our yard? What are you going to do? Like, yo, do something. Kick her. Do it. Like, what are you waiting on?
I mean, they tried, the son tried in the film. And, but There's a lot going on with that film. I know you didn't see it. Do you want to see it?
I might see it, but if you got spoilers, I don't care.
Hey man, warning for anybody that you might want to fast forward from here on out. But Woman in the Yard. This woman is Danielle Deadwyler.
Right.
Great actress.
So she's the woman in the chair?
She's the woman. No, she is. Oh, damn. Yeah. All right. So she's the woman in the crib with the kids.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And her husband, played by Russell Hornsby, who's a great stage actor. He was in Fences, and you've seen him in some stuff. When you see his face, you'll know him. Like, oh, that brother. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's her husband. He died in a car accident, and he left Danielle Deadwyler and the kids at a little fixer-upper house in the middle of nowhere. And this woman comes up on the yard, and then, she's trying to figure out why she's there. And as the film progresses, you learn more and more that woman on the yard is basically grief. It's grief. It's just like, how people just have dark spirits over them when they're just depressed or sad. And it's not only grief, but then you end up finding out that, like, throughout the movie, there's a scene in the film where, she her leg is messed up from that car accident. So she's like trying to go down some steps, and she's just like, just give me the strength to go out. You're thinking to go down the steps. You find out later in the film when the woman in the yard comes check her, like she comes in the crib and check her like, yo, I'm who you've been asking for this whole time. You wanted to kill yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
This is what you've been asking for.
With the stairs, like
not even with the stairs, just getting through the day. Like, like, yo, she's basically like, give me the strength to do it today.
Right.
This is why she's like, today is the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you get this lot of trippy stuff happening where she becomes a woman in the yard. It's just a lot. And I don't want to talk about the ending. I kind of gave y'all a little alley-oop, but the ending is so ambiguous. It just leaves it wide open, and I have a theory about the ending that I really want you to see it.
Okay, all right. Maybe we gotta come back in and do a full. You texted me about it. I wanted to see it. Just the trailer and even the post. I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Just a shorty sitting in the yard, like posted up, like might as well put on a trailer like this. Post like, woman in the yard, a new comedy from Blumhouse.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, just push your tripper, do something. Like,
but no, it gets deep. Okay. It gets deep, and there's something that happens, and I'm just like, wow, like this is a really powerful scene in the film, And you know what really made me go see it the other night? Because I was chilling at home, and I wanted to see it, but I was just like, ain't nobody. It was like the Brandy movie, like nobody was talking about. So I'm like, I'm gonna wait for that shit to hit like Max or something like that. But then I was bumping to TikToks where they were like, oh, you need a trigger warning before watching this movie, and I'm like, why? And I was like, all right, you know what? Let me not watch this video. Let me go see what they're talking about.
Right.
And there's scenes that is like, oh, okay, I see how people would feel triggered by it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I understand why people might feel bothered by it because of what they feel like the film promotes. And,
interesting.
Yeah, but it was. I spoke to Corey.
Corey J.
He said it's one of the worst movies he's ever seen.
Yeah.
He said it's one of the worst movies he's ever seen. He said he don't like PG-13 horrors. I don't mind PG-13 horrors as long as it's not a slasher.
Right. If it's a thriller.
Supernatural, like The Conjuring, you see what they do. Like, I don't mind PG-13 horrors as long as it's not a slasher. But it's a slasher. It's like, oh, you cutting to the next scene before you show somebody get beheaded. Nah, I'm good. You're not showing no blood. Nah, I'm straight. But this one, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was like, oh, it's not a horror.
No, it's more of a drama kind of thing.
I think it's more drama. Of course, Blumhouse, they got the little ghostly images. The spirit comes in the crib and is knocking things over. They sell it they give you. There's horror beats and tropes, but it's really a drama.
That's so funny, man, because I was having a conversation with a screenwriting buddy of mine, and he was saying that's literally the new movie these days. Like, if you have a feature film as a drama, just convert some scenes a little bit, make it into a little horror
so they can sell it,
and then you can sell it right then and there.
That's why I've been telling people, like, if you want to be scared, don't go see this movie.
Yeah.
If you think you get some Conjuring type stuff, don't go see that movie. Like, because it's definitely a slow burn, and it's gonna take you. It has suspenseful moments, but it's really it's really a family drama.
This dude, the guy who directed it, The Shallows and Nonstop, the plane movie, I really like that Nonstop with Liam Neeson.
That's with Liam Neeson, right?
Yeah, and The Commuter is actually a movie that I have actually taken one of the shots that they used in that movie and used it in like In the Static and a couple of my other films.
Okay, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, just stealing stuff. You hear that sequel to Once Upon a Time?
Yeah,
in Hollywood with
David Fincher.
I thought that was they put that on April Fool's Day. I was like,
I thought it was fake.
Yeah, I gotta be. I thought it was
fake. I thought it was fake. They said Quentin Tarantino was writing it. David Fincher. He's really trying to avoid making that last film.
Yeah,
whatever.
I think he kind of wishes that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was like his last film. Like, I think he kind of feels like that would have been nice.
Listen, that's it. That's okay. That's okay.
You saw him show up in the black men's
I rolled my eyes. Of course, they had his black ass in first on the call. The black ass. See, I'm calling black. His white ass and that shit. He always like to speak on behalf of black people, man. Get the fuck out of here with that. He ain't do no job, but that's Jamie Foxx doing.
That was definitely a Jamie Foxx call right there.
That was a Jamie Foxx.
And which is like, I'm like, yo, y'all had Denzel featured in here. Y'all had mad people that Spike Lee really like helped bring up. Like that could have bought even Tyler Perry. Like when they were speaking on the Idris Elba thing, like him being like a crossover to America, that would have been a perfect time to slide in a Tyler Perry like mention or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
With Spike, man, it's like Jamie got his issues with Spike because Spike said that he wasn't really rocking with Django. Jamie's he's always angry. Like, I just don't. Man, I could go on and on about that. I just don't like the disrespect he get. Like, and this comes with being first and him being vocal. Well, in the '90s, he was more vocal.
Right.
Him being vocal is like people's like, oh no. Like, I remember he told a story about Ali when he was interviewing with Will to get Ali. And I think it was in the Bamboozle commentary. He said this. And was like, that everything was going well, the conversation was going well. And then Will was like, how can you make this, broader? Make this, And he was like, that's how I knew I wasn't going to get Ali. You know what I'm saying? I think people just put, because again, Spike.
How do you make this broader?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. I guess because Spike is Spike, they put him in this box. And I just feel like, they don't want to talk to him or whatever. Like, whatever, man.
That mug is that was crazy. I'm like, for Quentin Tarantino, the one director to be featured in this whole documentary.
The way my eye rolled back when I saw him, I was like, of course they put Quentin Tarantino in this. Of course, he could look for any opportunity to talk about black people. Of course,
Yeah, man. But it was it was still a good doc though. Still a good doc.
Very good.
Yeah. I didn't know Anthony Mackie had smoke for Spike with that story. Like,
yeah. He when Spike did the whole, I think he was speaking at I forgot what school it was, and that was the big gentrification rant that went viral.
Yeah,
and then he was just kind of like throwing a little shady. He was like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, he was being real shady. He was like, I don't know what he talking about. Whatever. Well, whatever. If that's my business is doing really well. Whatever.
Right. And Anthony Mackie, like Spike, low-key put him on that too. Like,
everybody leave the fold and then just treat him like he's like, oh yeah, him. It's like, I don't like that. I be wanting to fight. He's like, yo, that's messed up. You know what I'm saying? He put you on, like, dog. He gave you a lead. Your first lead role. Let's be real.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you jump from battling with Eminem. Papa Doc rapping with Eminem, and then you got a lead role in two things because he had the lead role in Sucker Free City, and that transitioned to She Hate Me. You know what I'm saying? Because She Hate Me was supposed to be Jeffrey Wright.
I think we talked about that.
Yeah, and I think it fell through, and then he threw the alley-oop. Like Spike always do that.
It's so funny. Jeffrey Wright would have been way more fitting for that role. Too.
Yeah.
That role has Jeffrey Wright written all over it.
Yes, that would have been great with Jeffrey Wright as the lead in that, man. But you know how I feel about that movie. We don't have.
We talked about it.
She Hate Me is yeah. But no, that was a really good doc though. Really, really, really.
Yeah, good doc. Yeah, some good movies. Shout out to Apple TV. They keep it going. The studio was kind of fire that they had with Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
That was good. And I mean, there's been some good stuff on streaming too. I don't know if you saw Adolescence on Netflix.
No, I didn't.
That's a good one too.
I have to catch up on things. I've been hearing about Severance.
So yeah, I just watched the first episode of Severance.
I don't know nothing about Severance. I've been hearing about it. Paradise, I heard, is really good.
Yo, you haven't seen Paradise?
No, not yet.
Okay, get on Paradise first. Get on Paradise, my brother, please.
I will.
Paradise that's peak right there.
I like Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah, he cooking. That's a good one.
Okay, I will do that. I will do that. What else do I need to see? Have you been watching Daredevil?
Yeah, I've been watching Daredevil.
I kind of fell off a little bit just because when I started traveling, I just fell off the wagon.
It's definitely the Disney version of this show. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
Everybody that loves the Netflix version, they're like, yo, it's all right. But they're like, it's not Netflix.
Nah, the Netflix, they only have $5 in the dream, and they made it work. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Netflix version, not a lot of big fights, not a lot of big stuff, but it's pure character drama doing through. This one is very action heavy, very Marvel friendly. There's cameos from other characters. Like, okay, I don't need this. But the Netflix, you watch the old, and they're all on Disney Plus now too. So go back and watch the original Daredevil series. I highly recommend, especially season 3. Season 3, they peaked at season 3.
I heard it's really, really good, man.
Yeah.
You know, I heard I didn't catch on to the Netflix one. I was busy around the time when that dropped, but I heard it's really, really good.
That one's good. Yeah, this one's cool. I just wish it was more. It just wasn't as you could feel the studio, you could feel the money behind it. I don't want that with Daredevil.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I going back to CinemaCon. Did you see Regal Cinema said they should do auditoriums that allow texting and smoking and all sorts of stuff.
Oh my god! Oh,
yeah.
The texting is stupid. Now
that's so dumb.
The texting is
it's so dumb. Really why do you need to? Do you need to do it that bad? Do you need to text that bad through a movie? And I heard that Netflix, is it Netflix? One of them said they want to make content that you can just you could step away from it or just keep it in the background, and it's still palatable for you. Like
that feels like Netflix. Like that,
why are we encouraging this dumb shit?
Yeah, just dumb it down to cinema. Yeah, that's real. And that's so funny too because I actually do think I don't think the smoking idea is bad. Like I do think
listen, I ain't a smoker. So,
yeah. You know. I think if there's one theater in a multiplex that's the theater and they ventilate it correctly, I'm not opposed to that. You know, the texting thing is come on now, we can do better than this.
Yeah, why?
I feel like they put more money into that than actually having the ArcLight approach, which is having somebody come in for the first 5 minutes of the movie, make sure the screen's all right. You know how many times I've gone to AMC.
I miss ArcLight, man.
Yeah, man. ArcLight was nice, man. The popcorn was nice. Everything was nice.
It was so good.
And then, but I go to AMC's all the time, dog. And you don't know how many times I got to run out the theater because, the projector's messing up or the 3D's off or the lights are still on. I'm yo, come on, have somebody in the theater for 5 minutes. That's all it takes.
No quality control.
Yeah, it's quality control for the theaters, man. That's what's gonna bring people back. Yeah. You know, so
listen, man. And then Paramount then offered their solution. It was which I was good with them up until they said the last thing. It was do matinees up until 6 p.m.
Here with that.
They said more discount days.
Here with that.
But then they said cut the trailers. I'm not with that.
I
like trailers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of don't mess with the trailers, dog. I kind of do my best to not to duck the trailers.
Dead ass?
Yeah.
Oh no, I love the trailers, man. And they said no ads, which I don't need. I don't need.
I don't need the Coca-Cola ad. I don't need y'all could just give me the Nicole Kidman for the AMC, and that's all I need. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to do the whole other thing. Yeah. The trailers though, I'm not gonna lie, the trailers do annoy me a little bit, and I do kind of have a sigh of relief. Because, they be doing those re-releases sometimes. I know they just did the one for Princess Mononoke and stuff like that. Yeah. For those, they just do one trailer, 2 trailers, and then boom, the movie starts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not opposed to that.
Speaking of re-release, I saw Purple Rain.
Oh, yeah. Was it in Adobe?
Yes, it was, brother. And I always see Purple Rain whenever it's in theaters. I've been doing that since 15 years ago or so when they were literally showing the DVD in theaters. Yeah, but then I went to go see it in 4K for its anniversary over the summer. Good, really good. But this new version, the Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision,
Yeah.
Some of them colors was popping, man. The music was just immersive. It was like you was in the middle of the shit. I feel like I was at First Avenue partying with the kid and them. It was really good. I took my daughter to go see it.
Oh, nice.
She loved it. She loved it. She loved it. That was the first time she got to see Purple Rain because she saw all the other films. She didn't see Purple Rain. You know, I made her close her eyes, you know, in a scene.
Yeah.
But she was also on it too because like when he was at the Lake Minnetonka scene with Apollonia, she was on it. But listen, I'm like, listen, that's like lady parts. You got lady parts. Whatever. You see it, whatever. You got that. But she was on it. She was like, oh no, when I seen that the jacket kind of, I was just like, I covered my eyes. I was like, okay, good.
Hey, good. Your daughter.
Yeah, but then when he took Apollonia back to the crib and he was doing the rubbing all crazy. That looked like he was, you know what I mean? I was like, cover your eyes. That's too much.
Right.
But she enjoyed it. She even gave me a ranking of all the films, man.
All the Prince films?
Yeah.
Oh, really? What's her ranking of it?
She worried me in the beginning.
Oh, really?
Because she was like, man, I don't know. I love Sign of Times of Graffiti Bridge. I don't know where to put that. I said, excuse me? It's very clear which one is better than that. Like, please. But she got introduced through Graffiti Bridge. Okay. So she's just like, I guess it's a nostalgia thing for her at that point.
Right.
But she was like, she said that Sign of the Times and Purple Rain are her films. She was like, that's the ones.
She like Under the Cherry Moon? Or?
She did. She likes them all. She likes them all.
Good,
but she was really kind of going to bat for Graffiti Bridge. It was kind of.
Oh, really? Dang. See, now I got to run that one back.
Well, you know, in November it's going to be 35 years old, so we might have to run it back.
We have to do it. We have to do an episode or a commentary.
Sorry, RB. Sorry in advance. You might have to run back Graffiti Bridge.
Nah,
that's a tough watch.
We bring Corey in. You know,
we could do that. Yo, Corey, if you're listening, brother, you might get the call from me. You might do a live. We should do a live commentary for that one. That would be funny. That would be funny. That definitely would be funny. Last time I watched Graffiti Bridge with my daughter, something happened in the film, and she was just like, "What?" It's like when kids are questioning the creative choices, you got a problem. But
did you speaking on this the documentary one more time? First on the call sheet, they said the claim that the 80s only had two movie stars, Eddie Murphy and Prince. You know, I don't know if he was rocking with that claim or not, but
the movie stars thing was a reach. I love Prince. I don't know. I love Prince. That was a reach, but he did. But you know,
I know Purple Rain wasn't.
Purple Rain was huge. Yeah. You know, you talk to OGs, they were like, "Yo, we was going to see it 6-7 times in theaters," type shit.
Yeah, like seeing a Marvel movie.
Yeah, no, dead ass. But then you think about tickets was $5 back in the day to go to the movie. So I would go see that shit more. And VHS and stuff was expensive. You know what I'm saying? To get $20 in the 80s was a lot of money. So movies is $29.95. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Right. VHS players is expensive back in the day. Then they start to roll out Laserdisc. That was stupid expensive. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So movies was getting extended runs, and people were going multiple times. Like, movie I feel like watching. Damn, I feel like watching Purple Rain. Okay, let's go watch that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was happening. But yeah, I mean, they talking about black movie stars.
Yeah. In the 80s. I guess, I don't know, was Danny Glover, was Lethal Weapon in the...
Lethal Weapon was 80s? Like 87. Yeah, that started 87. Yeah, to throw Prince in there, respectfully, I think they was throwing him a bone with that one. You know what I'm saying? Even though, because Under the Cherry Moon, people stayed home for that one. They rented it on video, but they stayed home for that one. Sign of the Times, that was a Cineplex Odeon exclusive. People ain't show up for that. That was a concert film, so... Yeah. And the Graffiti Bridge, Graffiti Bridge is Graffiti Bridge. But, to say that, Eddie Murphy was definitely the one who just had a birthday recently. Shout out to Eddie. I think Eddie. 64 years old.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Ed, man. I think I said I got to meet Eddie Murphy. Yeah. Got to go to his crib. Got to make him laugh too. That was cool. That was cool. No. It ain't all that. It's like, yeah, that was it. That was Eddie Murphy laugh. He was got to make him laugh, which was cool, man. Oh, before I go, man, Val Kilmer died the other day, man.
Oh, yeah.
2025 has been weird with the deaths. It's like 2016 all over again, man.
Yeah.
Not a film, but then again, she's in the hot chick, Angie Stone, R&B legend, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Angie Stone died. Gene Hackman, which was crazy.
Yeah, and his wife,
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That I'm still story. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, they didn't know it was like rat feces or something like that. Yeah.
So they were saying that I forgot what the disease is called, but it's contacted from like rodent or it's like rodent to whatever to the like you can't you can't have it and pass it to me. You got to come in contact with like a rodent. Which is another reason why I hate rats, by the way. But yeah, you know, it's funny. This is a sidebar, but I had my things in a garage one time, and when I first moved here, and apparently rats got through my box, and I had a lot of clip newspapers and just memorabilia and stuff like that, and they got in the box, and like when I got to the box, there was a bunch of rat feces at the bottom of it. Yeah, there was holes in it, and you could tell that they pissed in it too and stuff like that. So I had to throw away a lot of stuff, man. So but they said that, you know, I remember when I was looking it up at the time, I was like, because I was trying to save some things, so I was like, can I just wash this and it'll be good?
Right.
And I looked it up, and whatever she got, they was like, that comes from that. Like, you might want to just discard everything.
Yeah.
So I had to do that, which was whack. Which was whack. But yeah, she got that, and you know, they said the dog had it too.
Yeah. And it was dead in the house for like a week or something like that.
That was crazy. And then they said Gene Hackman lived an extra week.
Yeah.
But he had was it Alzheimer's or dementia?
Yeah.
And you know, when you that whacked out, respectfully, you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And they said they found out she was all mummified. I'm like, what?
Oh,
yeah, it was dark, man. I was like, God damn. R.I.P. Gene Hackman, man. He's another great actor.
Legend.
And speaking of the legend, man, Val Kilmer too, man. Did you ever seen that Val documentary on Amazon? Prime Video? Oh man, it's really good. I always say God got favorites. You know what I'm saying? God just touched certain people and be like, you're gonna be this. And from a kid, he was a creative. He was an artist, like out the womb. Like he used to make his little home video movies. He was tapped as a kid, dog. Like
I know.
He got whatever he could find, and he was making movies like Spielberg. Same story. Doing all that, and you know, he became great actor. You know what I'm saying? Some of my favorite Val. I got introduced to Val Kilmer through Batman Forever.
Right.
And then, you know, then I went back and I saw The Doors, Oliver Stone's The Doors.
Yeah, it's a classic film right there.
Fire, which I gotta buy on 4K, by the way. Like it's been sitting in my cart. You know when shit's like $10, like I will wait for it to be $9.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there forever. You know, I gotta pull the trigger on that, man. But yeah, The Doors. He was Doc Holliday in Tombstone.
Tombstone, yeah, it's one of my dad's favorite movies.
Yeah, great film. There's another one. I mean, he's the Iceman in Top Gun. You already know that. Shout out to Top Gun Maverick. We got Iceman and what's his name one last time, and he died in the film too. You know
that was
kind of sad.
They can't keep doing that to people because they did that to James Earl Jones.
It's like
they coming to America.
It's like, yo, listen, we're gonna bring you back. We want to make this a franchise, but we know you don't got much time left. So let's just kill you and get you out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Your funeral in the movie is gonna be a big thing.
Man, you know. But shout out to Val Kilmer, man. Great actor, man. Great actor, and yeah, man.
Yeah, nah, that was good. I mean, he definitely. I gotta watch that Val documentary.
Please do.
You know what I'm saying?
It's very good, and he doesn't shy away from his reputation. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because some people say he's like hard to work with or something
difficult,
like that.
You know, him and Joel Schumacher got into it on the set of Batman Forever.
Oh, so that's why he didn't come back, like for the.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons.
Interesting.
Yeah, he didn't. But you know, he didn't really like the process of making that film or whatever. So you know, but great actor though, great actor. That one sucked. I was like, damn, I like Val Kilmer. You know, that one sucked. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm like, well, yeah, that was tough. That was tough. I hate that they keep rolling out Morgan Freeman for the in memoriam sections at the Oscars. Like, yo, you know his old ass gonna be there like next year. You know what I'm saying? Hate to say.
Hey, whatever. I mean, we all gotta die sometime. You know what I mean? You know, people die every day, B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, but man, that messed me up. I heard that. I was like, damn, Val. I was like, God damn, that was, you know.
Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy in memoriam ceremony next year. Oh, that Oscars, we've been, talked about the Oscars. Don't do that in memoriam thing again where you playing that dark opera music. Like, that scared me.
Totally, that was weird. It was like, and then they omitted some people. You know.
They omitted Tony Todd. You know what I'm saying?
Another 2025 death, Harriet the Spy, Michelle Trachtenberg, man.
Oh yeah,
they didn't put her in there, man. Yeah, Tony Todd. That. Come on now, man. Right. Tony Todd is a great character actor. You know, he's freaking Candyman. You know.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, in the Final Destination trailer, now I know he was sick. Like,
No, he looks
really
like it.
skinny. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like when I saw Charlie Murphy in Power. Like it was
yeah.
I was like, yo,
super skinny in
yo.
that,
When I saw a clip online, I was because I don't really watch Power, but I
Yeah.
saw a clip. I was like, yo, Charlie Murphy, what happened? And then it was like, yeah, he was sick with cancer, man.
Yeah.
Chadwick, remember?
Chadwick,
When Chadwick got sick,
People
man.
was outside, saying that about, shout out Ice Spice though. She gained the weight back. So.
Oh yes, oof.
She made an announcement
We
about
needed
it.
that. We needed that.
The funny, I've never seen nobody make an announcement like,
Oh,
I'm back.
the streets needed
Think
that.
again,
The streets I seen them shorts was I seen the thighs was touching. I said, yes, let the thighs touch. We need that. Come on, Ice. I know you want to get skinny. I know. But come on, man. Do it for the Bronx, man. Fordham Road. Shout out to the X. Shout out to Fordham Road, man. That was my old stomping grounds back in the day. We need that. We need that. The bubble. We need. Whew. I know that ain't film, but hey, she is gonna be in the film though.
She is.
She's gonna be
High and low.
Which
yeah.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. I could say this.
Oh.
I heard it's coming out in August.
No, you done fucked up.
Oh yeah, no, I might have fucked up. I definitely fucked up there. But I heard it's coming in August. Where's the bomb, man?
Hey.
I heard it's coming in August. That's a word on the strizzy.
Okay.
I heard it's August. It's gonna be A24
We
in
get
theater.
theatrical?
A24 in theater. Apple TV streaming.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
That's like Dan date type of thing, or like we don't know.
That I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We'll know. But hey,
I heard a trailer might be coming soon, man.
Okay. Word.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Sources.
A24 got that new one, Warfare, that's coming out real soon. So.
They doing another war movie, ain't they?
Yeah. That's what Alex Garland, who directed Civil War, is also directing this one too. Yeah.
I seen people shitting on this one though. They was just like, "Oh, your propaganda bullshit." Blah, 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 blah.
Well, I heard it's anti-war. I mean, people from the trailers, people react. That
exactly.
way. Yeah.
People are just reacting.
Right.
But I'll check it out, man.
Yeah, I heard that one. I ain't gonna lie. I did see that Death of a Unicorn. It's trash. Trash.
Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
Who else was in that?
Yeah. Paul Rudd.
Today's his birthday.
Oh, it is. Oh, word. Shout out Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Lakers also won today too. Just gotta put that out there.
I mean, whatever.
Will Poulter. He was the best part of that movie. Dude.
He's good, man.
Yeah, he's good. He's probably one of the better actors out there. But
he's good.
Yeah, Death of a Unicorn. Skip that one, man. Yeah, that's a skip.
I seen A24 came out with a unicorn horn thing that looked like a vibrator. That shit was shaped very odd.
I don't know, man. A24.
You know them with their merch.
Yeah, they trying to go viral. And the movie,
that too. Because remember,
the Dune popcorn bucket.
Oh no, that too. But I'm talking about A24. Everywhere, all at once.
Oh yeah,
butt plug thing.
Yeah. Nah, that's what they
definitely trying to go viral. I see what they doing.
Yeah, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Not for Death of a Unicorn. Get creative like that for something else, but not for. Yeah, movie is trash, but yeah, that's all I got.
Trash. What is this movie about?
It's just like Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega. They run over a unicorn like on their way to visit some clients, or like he's a lawyer. They visit some old clients. Like the old man's about to die, and they figure out the unicorn got like healing powers and something. So it's one of them. And you know how a lot of these movies been coming out that's kind of like spoofing rich people, like the what's that joint? The Knives Out kind of thing. Like they go to the house and all the rich people are just idiots. So
it's like satire.
Yeah, it's like satire. It tries to be horror, but it ain't scary. It tries to be comedy, but it ain't funny enough. Yeah. And it's trying to be some deep metaphor about class, and they don't even do nothing with that. So it's just kind of almost. Low key, I fell asleep on it. I ain't gonna lie. Like I fell asleep on it. So that one wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Hey, did you watch Questlove's Sly Stone documentary?
I didn't. Nah, that was on Hulu,
that.
right? That came on Hulu. Yeah.
Okay. Man. Shout out to Questlove, man. He is really good. He's really, really, really good at this shit, man. This music doc shit, man. He's not only a fan, but he is a musician. So a lot of the nuances of these musicians and that side of the world, he kind of gets into. It's not going to be nothing definitive. I mean, it's nothing that you didn't. Whoever is into Sly Stone, which I'm a huge fan of Sly Stone, it ain't definitive. It ain't something like you gonna learn something, but it's still good nonetheless.
Yeah, word. I got people.
They break down the music, the different out. Oh man, it's really good.
Oh, I heard they finally killed that Prince documentary. Huh? I'm like, dang, man.
It's just a goddamn shame what they did to Ezra Edelman, man.
Yeah, dang.
It's a goddamn shame that they killed that shit. I feel like if the estate in doing this, if the estate killed a relationship with Netflix, that is going to hurt the estate. Netflix has 300 million subscribers. If there's ever a time, look, they, in killing the doc, they announced the vault is free. And the other day for World Drummers Day, they did release a footage of Prince from 1988 playing the drums, which nobody's ever seen before.
Oh, nice.
I've never seen it before. I know what era this is Love Sexy's tour rehearsals, but I'd never seen that. And, people saw that and it was like, Prince played the drums. And it's like, duh, he mastered like whatever instruments. But see, this is why you need a Netflix to get that story out. And
make it mainstream.
Yeah, but I understand, they worried about the bottom line and Prince having young girlfriends and stuff like that. They feel like is, then Prince beating, punching a chick. They feel like that's going to, honestly, let people talk. It's going to happen. But the people that saw the doc, they said I am not a fan of Prince. And when I saw that, I wanted to get into Prince. Really? That is probably the best review you can get. Because that is, you talk about the bottom line, there you go. You got people that's going to want the product, that's going to want him. So I think that's a shame. Shout out to Ezra Edelman. He was very pissed off. He did he did a podcast talking about it. You could tell that shit was just like irritating him. And I'm all, we're all for the creatives. You know what I'm saying? Creatives, you silence them. He gave 5 years of his life to this doc. So that's always going to bother me. And just to know that the Prince estate is going to get whoever and do a little fluff piece doc. All right, bro. Like I personally like when I learn about my faves, warts and all. I like it, and I wanted to check it out. And I also want to see what footage they was going to have because they had access to the vault and all. Prince recorded everything except for him recording the albums. He recorded rehearsals, all the shows. They have everything in there. So I wanted to see what they was going to do with that. So shout out to Ezra Edelman. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, we just got topics, boy.
Right.
He made OJ Made in America.
Right.
Did you see the Naked Gun trailer?
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
Son. Mind you, I just saw American Manhunt OJ on Netflix.
Right.
It's not I still think Made in America is still the definitive OJ doc. If you ever want to see anything about that topic, watch Made in America or June something 1994. I forget the day, but it was a 30 for 30 ESPN joint where it was not talking heads, but it was like you was watching TV on that day when he was on the freeway and he was going between the different sports events and the lead up to OJ.
Interesting.
So good. It was so good. So good. Those two docs, check those out.
Right.
But Naked Gun, man, I wasn't sold on the Naked Gun reboot. I was like, oh, whatever, another reboot until that final bit. Man. Liam Neeson is praying to, he died. He's looking at, what's my man, Leslie Nielsen, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Liam Neeson. No, he's Neeson.
Right. Nelson. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, they show that then my man Frank, his was he Frank? I can't remember.
Yeah.
But his right hand from the film, what's my man, the pudgy dude? He was in Black Klansman. He played the dumb.
Paul Wanderhauser. Yeah.
He was in I, Tonya as well.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
And he's praying to his posse, Dad, and you see everybody, Dad, and then they show Norberg, or OJ. That I LOL'd in real life with that shit. I kind of wish it didn't put it in. I wish I had seen that in theaters, but also it's like that sold me on the film. I was like, I'm gonna go see this film now because if they go in there, I gotta go see this film.
Yeah, it's gonna be so crazy. Yeah, it's Seth MacFarlane producing it, so it's gonna be.
So it'll be the humor will be a little, stepping on the line a little bit.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Oh hell yeah, we gotta bring back comedy, man. Everybody's so damn sensitive. I know y'all hate when people say that, but seriously, like I want to get back to laughing at shit. I'm tired of comedy kind of being like, I don't want to offend. I don't want to offend. First of all, nothing. When it's not malicious. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not malicious. Come on, make people laugh.
That One of Them Days is going triple platinum on Netflix right now, man.
I love it.
It's been number one all week. I'm like, dang.
It did well in theaters, and now it's doing well. Are we? Is it reaching classic territory?
I mean, I don't know if I want to give it that yet there, but it's a great film. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I feel like Ice Cube saw it and was like, they just made Friday again. Let me make Friday again.
Friday was just greenlit by Warner Brothers. I mean, I guess. I guess.
I mean, I don't. As long as it's not, I know he's gonna probably put Kevin Hart in it. I know it, but I do.
You think they're gonna give him Kevin Hart money to make that?
Before, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Mike Epps for sure.
Mike Epps probably. I would love to see Mike Epps and Chris Tucker be in it, type thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. Chris Tucker, man, is Chris Tucker on board? I know with the religious stuff, you know, he didn't want to do Smokey again.
I mean, I think that's a good storyline in and of itself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Smokey getting reformed. Like,
Smokey, yeah. And then something happens on that last Friday. But the thing is, you know, no Pops is gonna suck.
Yeah,
no Pops. Debo is gone.
Yeah,
you know, Ezell is gone.
Yeah,
Bernie Mac was a bit character in the original, but he's no longer with us. Yeah, that's the part that it's just like, damn, do we need it?
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And then you know what they're gonna do, man? They're gonna get cheap help, man. Kai Cenat, I Show Speed. One of these weirdo streamers is gonna be in it, and I'm gonna be tight.
Who's the nigga? Who's homie who did who directed White Man Can't Jump, man?
Oh, Calmatic? Oh, no, please don't. Please. Oh, no. I heard that Ice Cube is directing this.
Is he? Okay.
I heard Ice Cube, and I heard he's writing it, and DJ Pooh is also coming back to write.
Oh, really?
DJ Pooh. Shout out to DJ Pooh. He followed me on Twitter. That dude, like, he has his hand in some dope shit. It's like, he's like one of them OD behind the scenes that if you tapped into West Coast, whatever, he got his hands in a lot, and he's dope.
Yeah.
DJ Pooh is dope. So as long as keep Calmatic out of that shit, please. I don't want another house party White Man Can't Jump situation, man. And I know it won't be because Ice Cube is involved, so I know it won't be that. But I'm also like, damn, like, you think they're gonna get Regina King to come back?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know about. Maybe Neil Long. I don't know about Regina King. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about a lot of people. Honestly,
Neil Long.
They get Terry Crews. I know they get Terry Crews.
Oh, of course, he's gonna pop lock his ass in that film for sure. Cat Williams probably not after the Club Shay Shay stuff. He might not be. You know, probably no Cat Williams. But let's see, man. Listen. DJ Pooh is the only thing that's like, all right, man, let me check, let me see. But I just
Ice Cube gonna put his son in it.
I wouldn't be mad. You know, I wouldn't be mad.
I actually wouldn't be mad. I love O'Shea Jackson.
Yeah,
I think he's a great actor. Like,
O'Shea is cool.
Awesome,
I would not be mad if O'Shea is in it. You know, did you see Den of Thieves?
I didn't see the new one. I didn't see the second one. I saw the first one. I ain't gonna lie, I never really fully finished the first one.
Yeah, I sort of, you know, it's Unks.
Yeah.
You know, Unks love that shit. It's like, hey, you seen this movie? Oh, you know, they throw that shit on when you at the barbecue. Like, you know, you inside, you know, the barbecue have now, so you just happen to go inside. It's like, they throw that shit on. It's like, I guess I'll watch it with you. I'd rather be outside, but okay, cool. I went to go see my dad the other day. He threw on part 2, and I just, but then he threw on part 2, but then was talking, so it was like I was kind of seeing it, but I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying?
That's how OGs be watching movies.
Yeah, they know everything about the damn movie, but they having a whole conversation about politics, and they're like, oh yeah, this scene is good right here. It's like, all right, cool, you know. I'm cool with O'Shea. We'll see, man. We'll see. It's just for me. Pops, I love Pops. That's my favorite comedic actor.
Yeah,
so,
John Witherspoon.
And when he died, I was hurt. Like, I was like, oh man, like, I love Pops. So Pops not being in there, it's gonna suck, you know. But listen, it's Cubes Friday. Let's see if we get the film, we get a trailer.
Right.
If the trailer's cool, I'll check it out.
We check it out. I gotta check that out.
Please, no Kai Cenat. Please stay away from them streamers and stuff. I get it. Them streamers is like
Drewski going to show up in there. Like,
time out. Drewski I like, but Drewski is funny.
Yeah, Drewski funny.
But you know, but I get it. You know, I don't want to be the old fuddy duddy. Listen. These new internet sensations across the nation, they're the new, you know, Kai Cenat and them is the new late night talk show host.
Yeah.
You want to promote something, you got to go sit down with Kai Cenat, do a streamathon. You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, which is like, oh man, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
I don't know how I feel about that, man. But I will say though, they do be having some funny shit. Like that I Show Speed when he
do too much.
Yeah, I like that when he like I don't watch his stream. I don't know what he actually do. But when he was on I've been seeing on Twitter he went to China and then China like
but his thing is everywhere he goes they call him the N-word or a monkey or something. Everywhere he goes, and I'm like, he has the same reaction like, what? It's like, Why are we like, bro? Is this the running joke? Like, what is this? I can't get with it, man. He's just too much. You gotta dial it down. Shout out to brothers because he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Shout out to young brothers getting their money.
They getting their money, and they're doing it independently too. So.
Shout out to them.
Right.
I will never hate on that. The content is not for me.
Yeah, it's not. But I would love to see a good comedian like actually have an actual talk show. Like that's the only thing I feel like we're missing these days. Is like because Jimmy Fallon is kind of boring, kind of fell off.
You don't rock with Jimmy Fallon? I like Jimmy
cool.
Fallon.
I like the Roots. You know
of course.
Like I think his interviews always be trash though. Like,
it ain't worse than Shannon Sharp's interviews.
Well, yeah.
I
mean, you might as well be talking to a brick.
This motherfucker. I was watching the Damon Wayans interview, which is really good. And the only reason why I checked for Shannon is when the Wayne, like we spoke to Marlon interview was really good.
Right.
The one with Damon is good, and he's talking to Damon about something. So Damon's like, yeah, well, Papa's house, you know, my family. He's like, is your family working on that? You know, yeah, my family is on Papa's house. You know, Kim does this. You know, Sean writes this, that, and the third. 5 to 10 minutes later. So what's Sean doing? It's like, yo, he just told you he's writing. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, when Marlon was on, Marlon told the whole story about, you know, when he got hired for Batman Returns.
That's what I was gonna say. That's the part that I saw from that.
He got hired from Batman Returns, and then when he got recasted, how that kind of hurt his confidence as an actor. Blah blah blah. And then you know, Damon is talking about it, and then here goes Shannon. And you were supposed to be in Batman also, right?
Like, wait.
No, like he had a whole thing where he told you about that. The fuck are you like? Terrible. Country ass, man. Can't stand his country ass sometimes, man. Terrible.
So Shannon or Stephen A. Smith is the real question.
Oh man, Stephen.
We went through all the topics today. We had 2 months.
Stephen A. Now, y'all know, and I love basketball. I told y'all, basketball and film is like 1 and 2 for me. Stephen A. When I first was like, when I was a kid, like, you know, teenager watching ESPN News, they would bring on Stephen A. for the segments. I used to get excited because I was like, oh, here we go, real ball talk. Let's go. And he would give you that.
Yeah.
He had the inside sources. I remember when Allen Iverson was playing in the league. You wanted to know what was going on with Allen Iverson. He had he had the sources. Man, ESPN gave him that bag, and he started shucking and jiving on TV. Man, he's just doing the most, like just real animated and extra, and just, you know, a lot of Knicks fans don't like him because when the Knicks hit that rock bottom, he was just always on TV like, y'all suck. I'm a Knicks fan. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace, RB. I just want to cry. It's like, yo, son, shut up. Like, I get it. Like, calm down, boy. Like, because when the Nets came to Brooklyn, he's like, oh, it's a Nets town. It's a Nets town. It's like, yo, they didn't do anything yet. Like, yo, can you chill out? So I get it. And then now with this LeBron thing, man.
Right.
Both of them.
Right before LeBron, I got to add, he started doing the Right Wing podcast circuit. So he's pulling up on Ben Shapiro,
You know what he's doing? He's doing that I'm in the middle shit.
Yeah.
He's doing that I'm in the middle shit, but he's attacking the Democrats and liberals like a little bit too hard.
Yeah. And ain't got no smoke for the Republicans.
Which they all... It's always the case for them. It's always, and in the minute, shout out to Representative Jasmine Crockett. The second we get a real one that step up and talk that shit, then it's like, oh, you doing too much. Oh, you cursing. You do. Nah, you need to tone it down. Why? Right. She called Greg Abbott a Hot Wheels.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
That's funny.
She called him Hot Wheels. And yo, fuck him because listen, man, we ain't a political podcast, but you already know the vibes. You know what they on. You see what he doing. Yeah, you know, if you gonna throw a little insult, fuck it.
Go for it, right?
Go for it.
But
your man Trump was doing
I was gonna say Trump's to call people stupid, he call people retarded. You know,
let's talk. Let's be on the same level. Like, you know what I mean? Let's go there with Michelle Obama. When they go low, we go high. We ain't got time for that, respectfully, my sister. We don't got time for that shit, man. Let's go to hell. Let's go to hell. Because we got to get this back in order, man. Like, you know, and he doing it. Yeah, he got a tour with Bill O'Reilly and one of the Cuomo brothers who's more and it's crazy. And look at the makeup of that. You got the Cuomo he's not super left, but he's left leaning because when he was on CNN, he was challenging people. Right. You got Bill O'Reilly, which
you already know what time Bill O'Reilly is.
Then you got Stephen A. So he's in the middle, like, you know.
That's how he's trying to position himself.
Yeah, and then now this LeBron thing, this is just getting out of hand, man. Then LeBron performative ass. He's performative. Listen, I know it's LeBron, but let's be real. He's performative as shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now that he got to Hollywood, he being extra with his shit. You know, that whole thing.
Man. We have to. I ain't gonna lie, going up to the dude and talking to him in his face, like, that's kind of baller. I ain't gonna hold you. Like,
but he also did it when he knew everybody was looking. And at one point, you see he looks in the camera like, you know what I'm saying? And then the next week when he's talking to Richard Jefferson, he's like, oh, he's doing it. And like, he's just... Bron,
he went on Pat Riley or Pat McAfee's thing.
Which I wasn't mad at. Right. I wasn't mad at that because this is the first time we got candid LeBron. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like some of the things he was saying in there was like, all right, Bron, like you're kind of drinking your own Kool-Aid now. You know, when he was talking about the 2007 Cavs, it was like, all right, Bron, why would why are you talking like, yo, I had to go there and do, look at the roster I had. Like, it's just like, stop, dog. You listen to the stands a little bit too much, fam. You know what I'm saying? And then he said something else about how he had to learn to win. And it was just like, bro, like, you have to go team up with cats to win. Like, look, I love LeBron, Dave. I'm a day zero fan, but I also, when I see the bullshit, I call it. You know what I'm saying? So, but Stephen A. or Shannon, I might still roll with Stephen A., man. Shannon get too country for me, man. He's too damn country.
After all that, it's like, nah.
Oh, the bull job. It's like, yo, shut up, dog. Like, shut up. You know.
OKC, KFC, TNFC.
Lakers at 5. Like, all right, fam.
I love it, man. I love that.
Of course you do.
Of
course you do.
I'm with it, man.
Hey, yo, man.
We up, man. We in the third seed. Hey, I know.
Wait, y'all in the third seed for now?
Hey, today we healthy in the third seed too. We got a game and a half or game over the Nuggets right now, so it's a good spot. And look, me and Out and Healthy Vegan, we was pulling for the 6th seed. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was pulling for the 6th seed. We in the third.
Y'all, listen, that Luka trade saved y'all asses. That Luka trade saved y'all asses, which I hate the fact that happened, man. I love Luka, man. The fact he in the purple and gold is nasty, though.
Hey, man, getting that money.
But I get it. I get the Lakers are priming themselves for a post-LeBron years. I think LeBron is done after next year.
Yeah, I'll see. We gotta see. I mean, I think he might try to last it out to play with Bryce. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Nah.
I think he'll try to.
That's too much. That's too much, man.
Two sons in the league.
That's too much. That's too much. And then with the way shit is going with Bronny, I don't know if Bryce would want to come to the league.
Bronny, hey man, Bronny, he just hit a 3 at the very end of the game today too, man. You know what I'm saying? Bronny come out, you know.
You're getting garbage time minutes, man.
It's the cherry on top. You know, it's a Laker blowout when Bronny out there hooping. Like it's a good time.
I wouldn't even gas this blowout, man. It's the end of the season. Cats are starting to rest.
Like Thunder played the whole squad though. Thunder played the whole squad. The number 1 team right now.
They already locked up the 1 seed, so these games don't mean nothing for them.
Not true. I mean a lot to us though.
You know, yeah.
Is up.
My Knicks is up almost 20 on the Suns right now. You know, so it's the Suns. It's the Suns.
Kevin Durant is done.
He's checked out. He's checked out. Dev Booker, I don't know what he's doing there.
Right.
But
Bradley Beal is like,
he is a war criminal, dog. He is holding them hostage, and he's doing nothing. He says something like, "Yeah, the ball's in my court now." I was like, "Whoa!" Like he's just real bold about it. Like, I got the no trade clause, so I could do whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. We just turned into a sports podcast. Hey, we should have a spinoff. Might as well have a spinoff.
Nah, honestly,
Unhealthy Vegan. You know, if you want to be part of the spinoff podcast, holler at us.
Hey, man, we up, man.
But yeah, man. But that was episode 35. The KD number 35.
Yeah, 35.
Yeah,
true.
It's your boy, Mr. Marin. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Marin Knows on Twitter. Mr. Marin Knows on IG. Real Talk Film Society on IG. I'm going to get back to posting content. Listen, life was life, and I'm going to get back to it.
Same.
But also, again, on TikTok, Mr. Marin Knows Movies, man. You can come see some of our reels and stuff like that we posted. I'm trying, you know, I'm an old man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to learn how to do reviews and stuff. I called my sister the other day while she was at work, and I was like, hey, how do you put the poster behind me while I talk? You know, she's like, it's CapCut. I'm like, that is not helping me. I'm going to figure it out. You know, so I'm going to try to get some reviews up, man. Bear with me. I'm an old man. You know what I'm saying? You know, RB, let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram. TikTok at Director RB3. You know what I'm saying? And follow First Cut if you watching on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel. Join our membership tier if you want. You know what I'm saying? Get those exclusive emojis. Get some content early every now and then. You know, support us in that way. And follow First Cut TMO on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok as well.
Hey, RB for the people, because somebody asked me while I was in New York. Urban Space Cowboy, what's the progress?
It's good, man. I've edited it. It's getting worked on for sound and color right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's going at a good pace. I'm still pushing.
I had people in New York ask me. They asked me.
Oh, word. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man.
Somebody came to me and asked me. It was like, yo, what's up with your man's movie? Is the movie coming out? Where is it? I was like, I'll talk to him when I get back home.
Yeah, it's on the move. And you know, hey, I got a new job now, so. You know, I'm putting money aside. I think PSA 10 is we gonna get that.
All
one
right,
going too.
that's
you know
good. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, PSA 10. I ain't forgot about that one. I need to do that one.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, man.
So yeah,
God willing, your boy get a job too. We talked about it before.
Yeah,
but God willing, your boy get a job too. And when I do, I plan to hit the ground running with this joint, man. I plan for you all to see and hear from us a lot more, man. You know, that's my 2025 projection, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, episode 35, man. Thank you for rocking with us. If you checking this joint right now, shout out to you, man. I'm sorry we kept you waiting, but you know, we feeding the streets, you know what I'm saying?
Give y'all 2 hours.
Oh yeah, man. You got a lot. You got a lot. So, like I said, you know, as the year progresses, you want to definitely tap into other films. You know, we definitely want to do more, you know, running back older films and stuff like that. And man, thank you for rocking with us, man. We see you when we see you. Peace.
Coming soon to a theater near you.